to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let it my brother. Come along, come along, brother. Come along,
Well, good morning and welcome to the program today and for this week. Today is the 30th of May, only the last Monday in May, Monday the 30th of May. Last Monday in May 2022 and second to last day in May, any way you want to look on it. Good morning and welcome to the program. And what have we here and all around? Yeah, want some better sound? Okay, nice. Good morning. I just encourage everybody, encourage all to be of no despair. Don't despair and give up. No giving up. There's no giving up. And find ways to encourage yourself. In other words, get yourself courageous. Supply yourself with courage or go to where the supplies of courage is available. I need that. Courage, encourage. Encourage one another. And take courage from each other. Encourage yourself that you don't get disheartened and weak and give up. Yeah, you will feel weakness. And you will feel You will feel regret, and you will feel, yes, you will feel all kind of unpleasant feelings from time to time, but those things must not abide with you. They mustn't live with you. No, you mustn't live with them. So we're here to encourage. Anyway, now political life around the world and political movements and political activities around the world usually lead to newer and newer and newer sets of people wanting to change situation in them country and wanting to correct situation. Some people don't really want to correct situation, they just want to take over, and see that it is possible to take over. Usually, they intend those who see it possible and very likely that they will be able to take over along with others. Start to look forward to the takeover. Look forward to the takeover and know, say, boy, going nice when we take over. You don't understand me? Going nice when we take over. Because we're going to do things differently. And we're going to rule. And so on and so forth. Well, hear this now. From ancient time till now, governments amongst humanity, government organizing of power and control of territory amongst humanity, we call government amongst humanity, has been mostly rulership, ruling other people. The powerful rule the rest of the people. I wouldn't even say the powerful rule the weak. Rule the rest of the people. The powerful rule the rest of the people. And the two arms or the two legs where them take and walk over the rest of the people, or the two arms where them take and hold the people, them is usually strength of numbers of certain kind, money, riches, money resources on the one hand, and the control of fighting equipment on the other hand. Two things: physical fighting equipment, overwhelming control of fighting equipment more than the rest of the people or more than them opponent, and more resources, material resources, whether it's more food, more land, more material resources that is summed up in the last few thousand years as money, more money, wealth, and abundance of fighting equipment. That is the two arms or the two legs that the powerful for thousands of years now, hundreds of thousands of years have used to maintain control. That is original form of government. So government has been conducted for the longest time by the powerful over and against the rest. Over powerful. Power over the rest and against the rest. Power over and against the rest. But in more modern times, in the last few hundred years especially, human beings have become more and more aware of the whole construction of power gradually over the thousands of years. Human beings become more aware of those things, understand it more, understand how to throw it from off of them back. Human beings have become more aware of how it works, how it has been constructed, and how it is possible to throw it from off of your back. Throw it off of your back. So now, in modern times now, human being get to understand, say what? Government not supposed to rule people. No way. Government supposed to rule people. Government supposed to serve people, not rule people. More and more people getting to understand it over the last few hundred years. And their understanding is growing faster than ever in this time here. That government not supposed to rule people. Government supposed to serve people. And you know, so we're going to bring that about even in Jamaica. Did you know that? I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know. Some of us know that we are going to bring that about in Jamaica. The overthrow of the rule of government and the institution and implementation of the service of government. Government must serve. We not beg nobody that. We not beg no government to serve. No. We will enforce the service of government and not the rulership of government. You see how them enjoy a rule? You see how them enjoy a rule though? Yes, they do enjoy ruling over people. And how them usually get to rule over people? Them join with others more powerful than them who will prop them up and help them to rule over people in a for them little corner of the world. In a for them little corner of the world. And once them join up with such people, they become more and more confident. And gradually they are assisted to enforce rule over them own people with the help of the outsider who rich and powerful and who is already ruling for them people and for them country. And so it was in Jamaica. What did start out as a liberation movement hundreds of years ago, and then it became more and more refined in the 20th century. And between the two world wars, the people of Jamaica, well for the Caribbean too, rise up and start to make a next move in the overthrow of rulership of government. 1 and 2 party rise up in Jamaica, what we call it? 1 and 2 party rise up in Jamaica, and 2 twos. Those who was ruling the world for hundreds of years and was ruling Jamaica. Penetrate them same 2 party there and transform them. Transform them and let them go and say, all right, now that you will work along with us, we're going to allow you now to rule them people who did believe that you come to help liberate them. The people in 1938 did believe that the PNP and Busterman did come to help them. And Busterman and the PNP did believe that first, you know. Them did believe that them come to help people. But 2 twos, them leadership get subverted and them leadership was intimidated by the bigger powers in the world. Say, you're not going to come liberate these people now. We are going to allow you to rule them. You agree? If you agree, we'll allow you to rule them. If you don't agree, we're going to crush it down. And the PNP and the JLP make the deal and take the deal and say, all right, we will rule on behalf of you. And make the people feel like, say, them is a nation. Make them go and feel like them is a nation. Let's get to the telephone. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Welcome.
Good morning.
Oh, go on.
Thank you, man. Good to all the listeners and things. Yeah, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Regarding rulership and those people who has for years now, decades, has infiltrated countries such as Jamaica.
Yeah.
Right? And they use PNP and JLP, as you rightly say, the rulers are quote unquote leaders.
Yeah, they were supposed to be representatives. They were presumed to be representatives of the people. But the bigger powers from foreign draw them one side and say, you're not representing no people. You represent we, the bigger powers. And then now we're going to institute you as a national government. Make the people believe that it is a nation.
And them seems like them replicate this right across, especially African countries.
Right across the world.
Right across the world.
Oh.
No, honestly, I just feel like, say, these people are some devils, and give me time, let me just trash it out, or may I try to say.
Yeah.
The black book, say, him come to kill, steal, and destroy.
Which black book? Which black book?
Call it the Bible.
Bible say him come for, who come for thief and destroy?
The enemy.
Or the leadership of the enemy, okay.
Yeah, man, come to kill, steal, and destroy.
Right.
For you to have them philosophy there, you must come from, a different spirit where I have nothing to do with the Almighty. You understand?
Opposite.
Yeah, because when me do my local research in terms of the atrocity, like millions of people dead through this philosophy that them have. And if Andrew Holness, I may call him now, Portia Simpson, or any past leaders, you understand, make any decision to agree with these people, to rule us and to dominate us and not to be a servant. Yeah, you understand? Once them agreed to them, they are the same thing.
Yeah, man, hold on. They, instead of being the people's representative, them become Babylon representative.
Yes, and they have been serving those Babylon, I don't even know what to call them, barbarians.
Yeah.
So much years now.
Yeah.
And they continue to do it. And, you know, I think we need a revolution, brother.
No, it's a thing that take time, It has been going on for some time, I interrupt 1938, And it get interrupt again after that, 62. And it get interrupt after that, but and it can get interrupt again, but no matter. It'll move forward. Revolution is a thing we do. Sometimes revolution take place quick in a month in our country. But sometimes most time it take longer.
Over there, I see on YouTube, and I do my local research. This lady Sue Harvard University for them involvement in a prophet of our ancestors' body. You understand? And this big institution in America, and not just Harvard, but Princeton and the whole of them. They were involved in these things. And me I said these are...
No, people not understanding what you're saying. Hold on, people not understand what you're saying. What was done with our ancestors' body by Harvard?
It's like them use in body and put it on display.
Yes, them put it up like a display and a dummy. Them stuff the body and preserve it, have it as like a zoo.
Yeah.
Like a zoo.
Exactly. Yeah. No, may I say this to people all over the world who are listening to this program because I know it's extreme. Then, we black people, we are loving and we are caring and we are cooperative. But you see when time we have do wickedness to us as a race, Jano please, and now get a beating. I mean all white people because all white people are not the same. But you see those who are in leadership.
All right, let me say something now.
Decision. Yeah.
Let me say something now. No God ever tell people say go into that country and that land there and wipe out everybody in there and take that land. Don't you hear of those writings there?
Yeah, Jerry.
Hold on, don't want to do it. It's my time for give me a little time now. I'll give a few minutes to you. All right. You have heard of it where them say God said to them, say, go into that land. That land is full of milk and honey and thing, and I want you to get it. But some people in there, go in there and wipe them out and down to the baby upon the breast, wipe out everybody in there and take it. No God ever give any such orders or encouragement to any people. Lie, damn lie. And up to the present day, you have people repeating that say God did give permit and order to go in and wipe out people and take the land. Lie. How did you get to hear of that instruction and that encouragement?
You see that book
No, don't tell me about if I see that book. I ask you a question. What the question I just asked you?
Oh, you asked me, how did I learn about that?
Yes, how did you get to learn about that so-called instruction?
I was listening to a sermon by John Higgins.
And John Higgins was reading out of a book?
He was reading out of Bible.
Yes, and who wrote that passage in that book?
I don't remember,
All right, well, let me remind you. No God ever wrote or told any people that. Is a man who trying to convince him people write that, and at the end of the sentence him said, thus said the Lord, God said that to me. Damn the liar. And up to today, some of them is the successors of him. of that right are still repeating. Anything them want, them say, I God tell them to do it. Damn blasted lie. And they also come and they also come and tell you that God has ordained them to come and lead this country and to rule this country. Damn blasted liar.
Jerry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I touched there, you know, because me never touch it, you know, exact thing where you never say, because me that listen to the previous program.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think the last caller did mention something, you know, about, you know, children being irredeemable, and, you know, the host that say, you know, something along that line. And me I say, not my God. Even though I never see him in my eye, but I know a God exists. He will never give no nation, no human being, no authority to go kill and destroy and take land.
Damned liars they are.
I don't care how holy the book want to be.
Who said holy? Who said holy?
According to them.
The author. Look here, when people doing sales and promotion, they say this product is the best in the history of the world and it will cure everything. First thing until it cure diabetes and it going to cure immune this and that. Do you know that's the latest thing around the world? Every damn thing come up say curing immune this, it cure STD, it cure everything. Definitely. These are self-promotion. A lot of people promote themselves to be holy, guided and ordained to come and rule you in Jamaica, and it's them going to come rescue you from JLP and PNP.
You know,
endorsing themselves.
Yes, man, and to tell you the truth, you know, because me used to go to church. Well, me still go every now and then.
You have 30 seconds.
And, yeah. I say, I always hear that saying what them say. You know, Israel are the chosen.
Yes.
And when you read the Bible now, it tell us that Israel came and Israel did it. So I say, no man, that sound away in myself. I say that can't be. You understand? Because it that shows that God is a wicked man. I mean, no say him no wicked.
It's not a him neither.
All of that too.
Neither him nor a her. They can't conceive and understand that life is much bigger than any section of him and her.
Precisely.
Much bigger. But include all those things. Include the little things as him and her. But they can't conceive that, you know. So to them, God is a personality.
Me can't conceive that, you know, Jerry. You know why? Because you see, even the very fruits that me eat, it's like it tell me say thank you.
All right, call me back. Call me back anytime.
The very water me drink.
Yeah, man. Call me back anytime. I will let go somebody else.
Yes, sir.
You can call me back even right away. Thank you very much. Next call. Good morning. Morning, welcome. Morning and welcome. Next.
Morning, Jerry.
Well, go on.
First on the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, the first on the program. Listen to you almost every day.
Yeah.
But hear my view. Hear my view now.
Turn down your radio a little.
Hear my view now.
Yeah.
My view is to show the people of Jamaica, say, the people when them put in a parliament, them not put nobody that will help them.
They're not putting it. Well, they're not putting anybody here to what?
To help them. Help we them. Say what we say we.
Yeah.
Them only help themselves and help them family.
Yeah, they put that. But what they do, they organize a system where it is expensive to campaign. So so they who have plenty money are likely to be able to campaign longer and louder. And most time they will win because them campaign longer, louder, and then buy drinks along the way.
Yes, and they know the fool them jump on the bandwagon and go down the road and get one drug and stout and one plate of curd but there.
Yes.
And come home with $500 in them pocket and then them go vote for the idiot them.
Yes, but that's not going to work very much longer.
Jerry, let me tell you what me really want to put to you now. I will show you how the people of Kingston, me want to show them. Look on George 6 Memorial Park up race course.
Yes.
Where
King George, them said it come and them appoint for the children of Kingston to play. Playground. You know, see where them turn the playground, you know.
Burial ground.
Eh?
Burial ground.
The playground. Look where them build the playground, Jerry.
Turn a burial ground, I want to turn a parliament now.
And I want to turn in a parliament now. Jerry, what kind of government? And the people of Kingston and the people of Jamaica now see when them
The people do see. The people do see.
Them sit down and make nice say, we people of Jamaica, the people of Jamaica. Them no member no people of Jamaica for them take away the children and play ground.
Alright, the people do see. Don't fret and believe. The people are seeing.
Jerry, I might feel this in the morning. We talk another day, Jerry. You keep up your good work here, sir.
Well, thank you. You keep watching what I go on. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man. May I listen to what I go on? All right, Jerry.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Good morning. Welcome to the next caller.
Yeah, man, I go on.
Go on.
Yeah, big up yourself. Yeah, is a reason. I want to share something with you this morning. When me share it, I want you help me break it down, you know, so that people of Jamaica can really have a wider understanding of what go on with this PNP and JLP trick for the last 70 of the year.
Yeah.
All right, me I go read something from the chapter 3 of the Constitution of Jamaica. Charter of Fundamental Rights and Freedom 2011, right?
Yeah.
All right. Parliament shall pass no law and no organ of the state shall take no action which abrogates, abridges, or infringes these rights.
Right.
And then we are going to name out the rights there.
The rights yes. So these rights now, Parliament can't pass no law that can interfere with any of these rights.
Yes. the right to freedom, the right to life,
right,
liberty,
right,
security of person,
yeah,
the right not to be deprived thereof except in execution of a sentence of the court in respect of a criminal offense.
In other words, the right not to be deprived of your life and your freedom of movement unless a court say you do something wrong and you're not free to move up and down, you must stay one place for 20 years or stay one place for 6 months. You must not be deprived of those rights.
Yeah, man. The right to freedom of expression.
Yeah, that express yourself.
The right to freedom of thought.
Thinking. You must can think freely.
Belief.
Yeah, believe anything I want to believe.
Observance of political doctrines.
Yes, you must can have any political philosophy you want and associate with other people who have it.
Yeah, the right to seek, receive, and distribute or disseminate information.
The right for seek information. The right for seek out information. The right for distribute it, pass information to other people. And the right for everything about information, right?
Through any media, I mean, you can use social media or
media mean method of passing something. Method of spreading something. So media is a plural of medium. So radio is a medium. Television is a medium. Movie theater is a medium. Telephone is a medium. Writing is a medium. So you're free. And all of them together name media. Plural. Media.
Yeah. The right to freedom of movement, that is to say, of every citizen of Jamaica to enter Jamaica and of every person lawfully in Jamaica to move around freely throughout Jamaica.
Yes, in other words, every person in Jamaica lawfully. That means even somebody come from foreign, but them come in and they never smuggle themselves in. Them come in through the port and declare themselves. They also have that right, like the citizen, to move around freely. So when the police and the soldier and the government of Jamaica, wellness government, stop some of the maroon from enter the other maroon village few weeks ago, you know, say I divide the maroon and I set up one set of maroon to overthrow the other set of maroon, but the other maroon mustn't can't visit the village. Then when it done now, one of the colonel in a Moortown now carry a letter go to some people in them community and say, I don't like how you go on with there. Leave out a Moortown in 3 days. And if them not leave out there in a 3 days now, you're liable to the police and soldier come from wellness government, go help call on the colonel in a Moortown to move people out of in a 3 days. That is abrogating the rights of people for freedom of movement and can go anywhere and stay anywhere they want as long as them not bored in a house, come sleep in the house.
Yes. You know why I bring out that document this morning for you help me out with it. Alright, me see Andrew Holness and the PNP then get to find out say most of the Jamaican people them don't read and don't know their rights.
Exactly. When you don't know your rights, you don't have them.
Yes, so then go in a parliament, go pass one thing with the name Disaster Risk Management Act.
Yes.
Which was unconstitutional. I tell them, I take up man off a road out in the community. I tell them, say, yo, come off a road and go.
Yes, and go inside.
Yeah, go inside and I beat up man, you know?
Yes. All right, one thing we answered before. In that Charter of Rights, where them read out the whole of your rights, you hear them put any right in they say you have a right to have land?
No, sir.
You see them having a right, put anything in they say you have a right to have somewhere to live?
You have rights in it to tell about the freedom of your residence. And
you're free for find a resident, but you do have no right to have a resident. A resident. You see anything about the rights of having residence or land?
No, sir.
You believe I forgot to put that in?
It's deliberately, you know.
I ask if you believe they forgot to put it in.
No, sir.
They did not forget from 1948 when the rich of the world say no rights to no land must in the Human Rights Charter. From that time, the puppet them of Jamaica know say on behalf of the people them who own enough land and enough money of Jamaica, don't put no right in there, say the nigga them and every human being have the right to piece of land. Don't put it in there.
True.
And when the JLP and when the PNP do that, when the JLP bill that bring up rights, say the PNP never object and say how come you know no rights have no land, you know? Because the two of them agree to it, say we not agree.
The two of them work together, you know.
The two of them work together. The PNP is controlled by 2 billionaires. You didn't know that?
Bunting, Mark Golding.
Right. And the JLP is controlled by some billionaire also.
Yeah, man. I know one of them are the big chin, eh?
Yeah,
one of them are control.
Yes, billionaire.
Yes.
Most party in the world, most so-called democracy in the world is 2-party state, you know. Most of the 2-party in every country in the world is controlled by the money people in that country and the biggest landowner.
Yes, and the PNP and the JLP work in the interest of the private sector and Queen Elizabeth.
Exactly.
America, yes. IMF and World Bank,
yes,
IDB.
Yes.
Every 4 years they come sing song about I'm on Barnia and me and my neighbor voting for leave and check the people them every 4 years and the people them now wake up.
No, but hear this now. The people are waking up. What you talk about the people now wake up? You never wake up?
They wake up, man.
Alright, then are you one wake up?
No, sir.
Then what you talk about the people now wake up? You mean say all of the people now wake up? That's different. But don't say that the people not waking up.
Yeah, man. So when you see you have to go to police. You have to go to police.
Yeah.
You want to protest against the government.
Yeah.
And you have to go to police. Go say, me want to protest. And I have to tell you if you can protest. What kind of country that?
Because the police is not the servant of the people. The police is the servant of the politician. But listen, all people in a country that is being paid out of the taxes collected from the people in the country supposed to be public servant. From you getting paid out of the taxes, from the governor general go right down to the casual worker getting paid out of the taxes, you're supposed to be a public servant. And what should public servants do?
Serve the people.
Serve the public. Well, you think that can bring about? We are
gonna do it, man. Cause we are get to read that PNP and JLP. You know, say, and right now when Andrew Holness and Mark Golding keep them campaign,
this time around. At about 20% of people now vote in the next election.
Yes, man, it's getting less. It's getting lesser and lesser. But the rest of the people now mustn't just don't vote. The rest of the people mustn't just don't vote, you know. The rest of the people must learn how to run government properly, because ordinary people can learn that, you know. Andrew Wilson is not brighter than none of you out there, you know. Andrew Wilson is not an expert in anything. You know. Tell me something that Andrew Wilson is an expert in. You know.
He's not an expert. The man who sell a market has more sense than most politicians.
All right, the most thing Andrew Wilson is an expert in, you know, how to run political generalship. But apart from that, he's not an expert, no. Nothing at all he's an expert in.
Yeah, but guess what I know, Mr. Small? You see, if we just feel as Miss Glood and Mr. Perkins, them, we talk, guess what we have to do? The rest of them have to unite and put one little candidate in every council and vote for the Rasta.
Yes, yes.
But Christian out there,
I agree with you. But one thing, hold on, please. I agree with you, but one thing Rasta must know, and Christian or anybody else who go and get together and say, let us put up some representative, they must know that they are no higher than the rest of the people. Because let me tell you this, hold on, I can tell you this. Just like how the JLP members consider themselves to be higher than the rest of the people, and the PNP members consider themselves to be higher than the rest of the people, a lot of Rasta consider Rasta to be the higher than the rest of the people. A lot of Christian consider themselves to be higher than the rest of the people, and a lot of Muslim consider themselves to be higher than the rest of the people. Most people in the world will organize and get to learn nothing. Eventually start consider themselves higher than the rest of the people. Anybody going up to change up things in a country and make it better and become representative of the people. Hold on, please. I don't want, please, sir. Anybody putting up themselves anywhere in the world, so they're going to change things and be a representative of the people, the first thing they must put out of their mind, we are not higher than the rest of the people. No time, no way.
Yeah, because a divide and rule. So through the Rasta them decide who we not vote, you know. Or the Christian them say who we not going to politician. The PNP and the JP love that because they say, yo, the idiot them not come together, you know.
No, but that is one good move, you know. The first good move is to not vote, you know. But you must do something else. Not voting alone, not going to do nothing else. So we make the first good move, you know. We influence the majority of the people not voting, but now we must do something else, not just that not voting.
Put up some candidates.
Yes, fine. Not just some. We can find good people in every community who would be a good representative. Our members say anybody where we find as be good representative and them successful, them subject to the same rules of being a public servant. And if them thief, they must go prison. And if them do worse things, them for go out, them life in a danger.
Yes.
But thank you. I forgot now. Call me again, right? No.
No good will ever come from PNP and JLP because they serve Queen.
All right. Call me back and deal with that part. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, man.
I hope you call back. No feel no way to me, but what happened through we only have 2 lines. We have to vacate the line them so that somebody, because as long as somebody up on the line attack, them can't get through to the number. So that's the only reason why I say me cut. Call back right away if you want. Thank you very much, yeah? Yeah, the facts are those that the powerful from ever since have always found it not too hard to take control of land all over the world. And when you take control of the most land, you take control of the country also. The powerful come together, them have the most land, them come together, them form an organization, they become the government, and them come together and them buy some arms and make an army, and that army keep them in authority and keep them family in control of them land. It's a simple formula been going on for thousands of years, but the time now come when human being realize that all people have the right to land and no one have any right to rule over us. So therefore, humanity has come to a stage where I'm going to insist that no government must rule them. Government must serve them, not rule them. That is a spreading understanding of human being again. I'm going to go to some live chat, you know. Live chat. Al Kebalan say Taranton in the building. Thank you. Kean Brown say, what government is best? That which teaches us, we the people, to govern ourselves. Only us can help ourselves. Isn't that true? Self-government is the greatest. Ricardo Porto says, shout out to our listeners. And And him say also, if today you are a little bit better than you were yesterday, then that's enough. Simeon Pigeon and say, give thanks to life. Marie come through later. In other words, I look for Marie come through, come make him feel nice. We encounter a greeting Bongo and all in class today. Keep the fire burning. Yeah, man, we have a time to play some music. The numbers are 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Yeah, man. Piece of music name. You're no good, Jackie Opel. No good. If you're no good, how you come roll over me? Let's go. Don't have that one? Alright. We'll play one for all of the captivity. All who in a captivity, whether it's the people or whether it's the animal, them in the zoo, and the lion and all them there. We have one. Alright, let's go with Jackie Opel. You're no good, or you're going to rule over me. Yes, good morning. Welcome to the program. Caller there. Good morning. Welcome to the program.
Africa love my brother.
Wow, go on, Kremlin.
And you know, say, we just come up, we just come from a shop. I go buy a little sweet potato and Irish.
Yeah.
To make a little sip. I'm here to talk to you. This is a little youth that we are talk to the high.
Yeah.
You know, so me I listen to you there. And I say, oh, the youth so versatile.
Good.
The youth we that talk to before me call you, man.
Yeah, man.
And the youth that burn out the PNP and the jail fee. And I help him burn them out too, you know.
Yeah.
Alright, hear me now.
Yeah.
Me live in a community with them called Greendale.
Yeah, man.
You try and you develop at Greendale. I mean, I try to show some man now, you know. We live round them, Thompson Pen and Jones Pen. I mean, I say, fire. For my title, Greendale name Graham Pen. Right?
Yeah.
I want a man look at me like me no live in a pen. Like how them live in a pen.
Yeah, then all them places they get the name Pen.
So because of the slavery, we have folk pen and pig pen and donkey pen and horse pen.
Yeah, yes, because when the British captured Jamaica from the Spanish, well, I know, when the British captured Jamaica from the Spanish, them give out some big piece of land to the big leaders of the army. But to some of the smaller soul, let them give out some smaller piece of land where not big enough to cultivate no whole heap of cane. But they big enough for raise animal. So the smaller land one of them did call them pen keepers.
Good.
Where them keep small animal and even big animal and them sell as food. You know, them sell it, them eat the goat and the them eat the goat and the chicken and the other thing them. And then the big animal them raise and sell them as, you know, donkey and horse to draw cat or them sell cow too. But the smaller landowners them call them pen keepers. So upon them flat land around the estate them nearby. But you say you don't live on a pen.
But you know what I say now? To the people who consider say them live in a pen.
Yeah.
And because them live in a pen, them want to behave like cow and goat and pig and all them things. Them can uplift themselves, you know. And provide a liberty that the spending move. Like the little youth now, we are challenge a system
But even bigger than him, you know.
Yeah, of course, but you can't challenge it, yes.
But him have a right to challenge it because him a experience
Yeah.
things what happen that him lose confidence now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then know him a say, yeah, hear me now. Man, not that, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right. Just to say like how you object to the name Pen. When them used to gather up people, them never have no police force at Jamaica for hundreds of years, you know. But any trouble, hold on, please. Hold on, please. Them never have any police force in Jamaica for hundreds of years. But any trouble crop up, them just round up a posse and say, make we go hunt out some African we escape. Or make we go hunt out one white man we kill one.
Never here. Go back to what you said about Pen.
I said just like how you talk about the word pen. In the early first couple of 100 years of the European capture Jamaica, there was no police force. It's only when any big trouble broke out, them gather up some people in a posse and them go hunt down whoever them say make trouble, whether it's 10 African broke out of the state or what. And when them get together that posse and say let us go out and hunt them down, the name of the posse them in those time was gang. They never have a police force on them, just round up a gang and say, let us go and hunt. So it's gang them used to call them posse where them go hunt down people and capture people. Gang.
Yeah,
So
remember, this is police force. It was bounty hunters, it was mercenaries, it was bounty hunter mercenaries, where the big boy here one bad boy were extreme fast on him gun in Imosa. And him come look for men.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And him, you know what I mean? And it's the same thing with the police force today, you know.
Well, anyway, we go over those things hundreds of times. If we're not agreeing on other things and moving forward, all we're going to do is repeating the things that we've been talking for years and years.
I agree with that.
So one thing now, I would have liked people to think about and examine and see if them can agree. That government must not rule us. Government must serve us. So moving forward. What that?
We endorse that.
Yes, sir.
Government must rule us. Them to serve.
Yeah. So we're going to stamp out.
Governor General.
Yeah. We must stamp out the rule of government. Stamp it out. It will be stamped out, the rule of government. It's the rule of law. It's law must rule. Agreement must rule. Not no people or no set up boy and girl.
Yeah, and that's why I know me was straight, you know. So it's we the people of Jamaica. If we just run with them guy there.
No, here we just attack. Look at these are just slogans. If we don't plan the ways how to do it step by step, we just attack slogan. We must run with them guy. Every day we talk the same thing. And not planning the steps how to do it. Well, thank you much for the call, yes, sir. Keep in touch, yes, sir.
Alright, my brother. Call up.
Yeah, man, let's get back to Jackie Opel. Have another call. Good morning. Welcome to the program. Welcome.
Good morning, Jerry.
Hey, man. Who is?
You always ask who is me, same one.
Are
I'm
you
not
same
telling
one?
you nothing.
Oh, yes. Eh?
Alright, the thing of rule, I have been teaching people that when the Creator made man according to what the scripture says,
yeah,
he told them to rule the things like the trees and the birds and the ants and those kind of things.
Not rule. I never read the rule. I hear said they were encouraged to take care, not to rule.
Well, what the word says is rule. What I really says rule over the things that were made, not human beings.
Okay.
So all of us are made kings and queens of the universe, and people seem not to be understanding that. It creates problem when you try to point it out to some people who don't understand.
Yes.
You know, and when Israel was told that if you're going to get a king, that king is not supposed to be, that king supposed to be an Israelite. And what you're supposed to, he's not supposed to have many wives. He's not supposed to garner wealth for himself. and he's not supposed to go down into Egypt, go buy things down there. And the whole thing is that we have missed what we're supposed to do. So we're in a problem, just as how King Solomon was in problem, and God, in his wisdom, called him the king of folly. So a lot of people who claim to be ruling people are not supposed to be doing that, is trying to be like King Solomon. And that's where I rest my case.
Yes, ma'am. You believe, say, any God give people instruction to go into a next land and take that land and kill off all the people in there?
Well, because I accept the scriptures, that's why. That's the reason why I look at it like that.
You know, you don't answer me. Up to now, you don't answer me. Do you believe that any God give instruction to go wipe out people and take them land?
As I said, according to the scriptures.
Just tell me yes or no. Now, do you believe that? Yes or no?
I had accepted it, truly.
And when you think back about it, you still believe that?
I'm still thinking about it.
All right. Where did you learn of that instruction?
The Old Testament.
Yes, which is a set of books, right?
Yes.
And that passage that you read and believe, who wrote that passage?
It was written by men of the Holy Spirit.
It's not men, it's one person write that passage. What is the name of the person who write that passage?
I don't remember.
No, Moses.
Yeah, Moses wrote from Genesis.
Yes.
So
you don't understand that is the word of Moses and it's not the word of God.
No. Because I understand that Moses was leading the people at that time.
So the word was Moses' word.
The instruction that he gave them, especially when they come on to kings, is that they must not garner wealth for them.
You're not going back over that. You spoke about that already. I'm asking you if those instructions was not written by Moses. It's not Moses advised the people to go kill out the other people. You think it's God gave that word or Moses?
Oh, as I'm saying, I accept the scripture as it is.
I'm asking you. Hold on, please. Was it God wrote that scripture or is Moses wrote that scripture?
It was written by Moses.
Okay, all right. Think about that.
All right.
But thank you very much, yeah, ma'am?
Okay.
We are at 11 o'clock.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Two families in St. James are now able to sleep a bit more comfortably and securely after being the latest recipients of housing units under the government's new social housing program, NSHP. Stay tuned for highlights from the handover ceremony. The new social housing program, the NSHP, was established in 2018 by Prime Minister Andrew Holness as a component of the Housing, Opportunity, Production and Employment HOPE program. It was developed to improve the housing conditions of the country's poor and disadvantaged population by providing quality, affordable and sustainable housing. Prime Minister Andrew Holness recently handed over 2 housing units under the NSHP to families of the Lewisham and Lottery districts in St. James. The 2-bedroom units, constructed at a cost of approximately $10.8 million, were handed over to Beverly Thompson of Lewisham and husband and wife Jermaine and Jasseth Clark of Lottery.
I hope these units will improve the quality of your life. I hope you will use it to break the cycle of poverty that your family would have been experiencing. From the efforts that were made to verify that the people who are a beneficiary actually need it, I am certain that they went through a very rigorous process and they identified who are the people who are applying and judge them against other persons who have applied to kind of come up with a rank and a determination of who should be the benefit.
Each year, members of parliament are permitted to submit 5 names for the program, which translates to approximately 315 housing units per annum. The plan is to increase this capacity over time to at least 1,000 units per year. The Prime Minister also sought to remind the beneficiaries and those who will benefit in the future that the units come with the cost of ensuring that children raised in the homes contribute to the future development of the country.
You have gotten them without cost, but it costs everybody in Jamaica. So you have a duty, you are going to pay it back in ensuring that your household produces a Jamaican that is law-abiding, that contributes to the development of the country, and who knows, might one day come and say, I was a beneficiary of a social house. Because of that, my life circumstances changed. I was able to study under better conditions, and now I'm going to give back to the country.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett, in whose constituency the housing units were constructed, said the program has been instrumental in steadily addressing the housing deficit of the needy.
Human habitation and human settlement are at the heart of satisfaction and relationship. Stable societies are built around that. Social order and social control is realized as a result of that. When people can feel that they have somewhere to lay their heads, somewhere that they can protect their families from the elements. And more importantly, when the cares of the day are over, you can come home and rest comfortable in a nice little place.
NSHP beneficiary Beverly Thompson expressed gratitude for her new home, which she will share with her daughter and grandchild. She described it as a dream come true to be given the opportunity to own a modern home under the program.
So that word cannot explain. I'm ecstatic. I feel happy. You feel happy that you don't even know how to show it. Yes, I'm happy to know that finally this come true.
Husband and wife, Jermaine and Jaceth Clark, shared similar sentiments, adding that they are elated to have a proper home in which to raise their son.
Feeling wonderful, feeling great.
I am feeling blessed. 3 of us will be here. So we just want to say thanks on behalf of everyone who make it possible for us to be comfortable.
And that's where we end this feature. Thanks for listening. I'm Jermaine Nelson.
I'm advice I don't know all the shot and tally. I have a message to everyone. Get vaccinated. Hey, tourism the main driver of the local economy. It provides us with jobs to help the country. So everybody in the industry, get the job and come follow me. It don't hurt. To the nerd, link the nurse cause the vaccine work. Get vaccinated. Yeah. This is a message from the Ministry of Tourism. Get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. Vaccinated. You're deaf?
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
This is your beloved Pastor Percy from the Morning Connection. Support our commitment to Jamaica by joining us on Wednesday mornings at 7:30 when we pray for the nation. Show us you care. Advertise with us. For more information, call our offices at 876-276-8935.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-Time Taxi Service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
We are something special on the road.
Vision Printers for all your printing needs. We specialize in calendars, flyers, brochures, and more. Call us today at 968-7506. That's 968-7506. Or visit us at 4 East Bloomsbury Road, off Hagley Park Road. Vision Printers, your best choice in printing.
For a better choice in all your electrical supplies. A. Authorized 3M dealer and better brand names. B. Better service including free island-wide delivery. C. All major credit and debit cards accepted. It's ABC Electrical Sales. Shop number 8, Hagley Park Plaza, Kingston 10. Open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We make your electrical jobs as easy as ABC. Call 754-382-528 or fax 754-3659. ABC Electrical Sales, for a better choice.
Best 100 FM is the authentic voice of Jamaica, promoting your prosperity with better vibes and better music. Let us promote your goods and services for you. Advertise with us. For more information, call our office at 876-276-8935. That's 276-8935.
Easy. Let not your hearts be troubled. Just believe on God Almighty and daily renew the mind. As we live in this time when fake is more valued than real, lies prefer the truth, the unnatural put above the natural. This is Lady Donna, aka Double D Don, with a new song, Almighty Jah, encouraging your people to keep the faith. God will make a way. Get your copy today. It's on all digital platforms. Lady Donna Official on Instagram, Facebook, AsujaRecords.com. For bookings, Asuja Record Label at Gmail. Almighty Jah!
Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. Let the place look good, my brother. Let the place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. 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 Here to pick up the pieces. Here to pick up the pieces. Let the place look good, my brother.
Yes, welcome back to the program in the second hour of the program here now. Today, the 30th of May. Monday, 30th of May. Let's go straight to the telephone. Good morning, welcome.
Morning, Mr. Swan.
What are going, sir?
Oh, man, what's so say?
Yeah, man.
I hear me?
Yes, sir.
One Andrew Wallace to know. He said, the Jamaican people them right now,
You know all I'm sweet talking and him generalship when him come out with them things, you know. Right, I know when you want him to know and the Jamaican people to know, a full time I know Andrew Wallace for make to know we are to them billions of dollars missing out of the country, we rob up out in the country, see, and stop disrespect people and then you come and talk about you give it 2 and 3 house when you should have built house with the money that when you give a house at hundreds in flat you're supposed to give it one time. Well, the time this man come and then disrespect people and rob up people money and come and talk about you're giving 2 house and you're giving this and that. We don't even know who get the house then.
Well, in my opinion, I don't really fully agree with that. In my opinion, I don't believe is government supposed to provide people with those.
Yeah.
Hold on. I believe that government supposed to ensure that everybody have a living space. So anyway, from somebody reach adulthood, that means they reach 18-year-old, between 16 and 18-year-old, you have somewhere can live. But I don't believe government should really give house to people. I believe government should make land available to people, and then people should build them house.
Yes.
But these houses where them are going like a them get. Them are going like a him make people get house. Meanwhile, it's taxpayer money. Him using to buy. Hold on, please, sir. I listen to you. If you're talking while I talking to people, now go hear what you say. I believe say is taxpayer money him a use for buy people friend, buy impression from people say him get them. Go on, sir. But apart from that, me and you can agree upon other things.
Yeah, man. So him to stop it. I'll get tongue for 2 hours and 3 hours for people that if nobody get none and I talk about him and give out. After the people have worked so hard and if you have built hundreds of houses and when you have given a house out, more than 50, 30, 40.
Hold on. You believe the government should build house and provide everybody in Jamaica a house?
No, but him a pretend and I say so me I say him to stop it.
No, but you said them should have built hundreds of houses.
Then if him a come out and talk about him and get 2 people house and 3 people house like it's him build the house. Him to put it to 50 and 100.
No, but here it is now. I'm going to tell you. All of those things is our taxpayer money that all them things are come out of. And I don't believe that out of the taxes of Jamaica, government supposed to provide. I don't believe so. I believe it's land people forget, and then people will make them own house. I don't believe the government supposed to provide with their own house. And
a full time police man come out now and tell you want to billions of dollars we get robbed up in the country.
You're not going to find out if you can't identify the direct money. You're not going to find out much more. So you have to take time along with other people. Take time find out which part this billion come from and where the other billion missing from. You have to find out those things before you get no result.
Yes, but him have around 4 to 5 minister in office where them commit crime to turn into all the money.
All right, but hear this now. Listen here now. Listen. You have to find out the proof. People have to get together and find the proof and the evidence about these things. If you don't find out the proof and evidence, you're not going to reach anywhere. So just talking up, hold on, listen. If you don't find out the proof and the details, you're not going to reach nowhere. So just talking about it, said the 4 minister thief money, that's not going to help us now. We have to investigate more and find out the details. Where them take it from, how them get to get it, how them get to disguise it. So we have to find out more information and details and don't just be throwing word and not sure about how it goes. You understand?
All right, Mr. Small.
Yes.
Don't this Prime Minister make promise to the Jamaican people after them people have find themselves committed to him to the charge them where them say them have and him say him going.
No, hello. You're not talking plain enough. You're not talking plain. You're not specifically talking that you can follow every incident that you're talking about.
All right. We are talking about the petroleum money.
All right.
We talk about the education money.
Not education money. The minister, the money that hold on, the money that has been missing and misspent through and in the Ministry of Education.
Yes.
You have to get more specific and talk directly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the petroleum money.
Yeah, we are finding out more and more about those things, but you still need to find out plenty more.
All right. Anyway, all me want you to do for me right now. Just play this Wailing Soul, 2 Grabalicious.
Oh, brother Grabalicious.
Yes, man. Let's play that tune next to me.
All right, we'll see if we find it. Yeah, man. Nice music.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Respect.
Thank you very much. Our next call. Next one, please. Good morning and welcome.
Morning, Jerry.
Go on. Go ahead,
I need you to answer a question to me. I don't know if you know, because I don't hear him say anything about it. I want to know if the new party, wait, name CUC?
No,
or what again?
No, I think it named IUC.
IUC.
Yeah.
If him have him 60 candidate yet, at 60 or at 61?
I don't know how many candidates. And who is this him that you're talking about?
The leader for the UIC, man.
Yeah, you know him name?
Patterson.
Yes.
No one find out if him get all of the people in where go run in a party yet. And if him get them, him supposed to produce them to the people so we can check them out if them are robber or if them are thief or if them honest.
Yes, I don't know. Listen, I don't know how far him reach and him committee in looking or finding those people. I don't know. But I'm not really going to go search him out and find out that. But I know you really want to find out. But if we pay attention little by little, we'll find out. I hear them keep some big thing this week, you know. You hear about it?
Well, yes, that's why I ask. But you're supposed to produce a candidate first before you go on the island and keep the soul file meeting.
No, you can't. No, you can't instruct of a movement and organization starting up. Me and you would say we would like to see that, but we can't tell them say I must do this before do that. I don't think we can stay outside and dictate to them what them for the first.
Well, I mean, through the other party, them fool is so much already with some crooked candidate. We need them to come clean and say, look, this is my 60 candidate.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Just as you were suggesting, it is possible that them don't find a 60 candidate yet. But because you are running out of patience, you want to hear about them now. But it's not because me and you run out of patience, or it's not because of me and your views going to dictate what is the timetable of other people, you know. As mature people, we should exercise not only some patience, but we should also consider what we ourselves can do in the meantime more than we're expecting other people to fulfill all of our expectations. It's not good to sit down and expect a set of people to come fulfill your expectations, you know. You yourself, it better you yourself start work towards some of them expectations with a group of people more than you sit down and wait for somebody to come fulfill all of your dreams.
No, the reason why me ask, me hear some people will sound like them smart and talk like this party is a magic one.
Yes.
From Jamaica.
I noticed that too, yes.
You know, like how them come fix everything.
Yeah, but
and me no see it.
I know,
my eyes no see it.
I know, but usually political parties that rise up in a nation, they usually portray themselves as being willing to address all of the problems. So it's not surprising when a party or an organization come up and say it is going to address all of the problems. But as you say, if over a period of time you don't hear them addressing many of the problems one by one, you will get impatient. Up to yesterday, it was on another radio station on a program, and I was talking with somebody else after the program, and I pointed out that some of the most basic things that I want to hear from any new group rising up and wanting support, I never hear him talk about. And the person was saying you have to give him time to talk about those things. But I was saying that some of the things are so basic that I expect you to come. I expect any group like that to come out and express themselves about it in the early days. You understand me? Some things are priority, you know. And one of the main priority is face the people of Jamaica is landlessness. So when I hear a party or a new group rise up and for a couple of years them is around, and I don't hear them start to spell out them policy upon landlessness, I wonder how come them take so long to come out with that part.
Not only that, this man they are good while I'm in hear my say certain things and who are questioning.
No, when you say hold on, when you say certain things, what you mean? Certain things, what you mean? Certain things don't really mean nothing much, you know. Name out like what?
Even the same land and the land security, education. Me not really hear him say anything good, substantial about them things.
What you hear him talk about?
What I mean, all me hear him mainly talk about is when him win, when him become president. What am I going to do? And that me hear from all Andrew Holness before he win.
On what topics you hear him talk?
Jeremy can't remember somebody.
That is the problem now. So, because you can't remember, I am not willing to say him never talk about them because you don't remember nothing. So maybe it's you not taking a note or nothing. And it's not that him not address it, but it's you not taking a note of it. That's why I test if you say what and what you remember, you know. All right, now you can't show me nothing what you remember him talking about. But I do agree with you, and I said it so to somebody yesterday. The way how him talk, make a kind of get to understand how him mind work. And one of the main things where I noticed what him say is exactly what I said a while ago. Him always talking about when him become prime minister. So that for sure me now say his most clearest thing in his mind is that the clearest thing in his mind. The clearest thing in his mind is that him want to become prime minister, but many other things that should be clear in his mind or that him should be clearing up in our mind, him not clear them up, but one thing always coming up when him become prime minister. I agree with you that I noticed that.
Look, Jerry, it seems like this man promised him mother. Cause him always talk about him mother. Him always mention him mother, say she PMP and whatever. So it look like him promised her to become leader for this country.
Yeah. Well, that is not a crime, but it is good when you observe people and you get to understand what is them personality makeup. I agree with you. So it is good to study them. But it's not a crime that is promising your mother say you're going to do this and that. That's not a crime, but it is really useful to when you observe these things.
All right, Jerry.
But at the same time, just as though you impatient and you have expectations, you also should be taking that down a note of what him saying. Well, at least the two things where you mention him saying, one is about becoming prime minister, and the other is always talking about what him promised him mother. But I think you should be paying more attention to the other things where him talk about. Otherwise, I don't think you really make a good observation, you know?
Jerry, me meet him wife, you know. I met his wife. I never met him. I never meet him.
And when you meet him wife, what you learn?
She's not down to earth. She's not a squeaky clean person.
Not a squeaky clean person? How by meeting her you find out that?
Just dealing with her for about an hour, 2 hours.
No, I didn't ask you how long you deal with her. I asked you how you find out something like that, just meeting her one time.
I did business with her.
No, I don't think it is fair for you to be coming on the radio, talking about somebody and claiming that them not squeaky clean because of some business they do. I don't think that's fair at all. And something like that can get you into legal trouble, and it can get this radio station into legal trouble. And I want to apologize about you making that statement. I would like you to retract that statement there, please.
Yeah, man, me sorry, me
No,
said that,
not,
but I don't like
no, don't try to skip over it. Please do it properly. Please retract that statement properly.
Yeah, man, me sorry for me say about
Yeah, you're sorry, but you don't retract it. Sorry and retracting a statement is two different things, sir.
So Jerry tell me if you send up me.
No, retracting a statement is taking it back and said that was an improper statement and I take it back.
All right, that was an improper statement and I take it back.
Yeah, and I hope you don't do that again because I don't see you have any grounds. Even if you know something about somebody like that, in the society that we live in, it is expected that you trash out those things legally. Don't just come on radio and talk things, just even if it is true about somebody, because you can. It has not been proven and it has not been. You have not carried it. If somebody do something improper, you're supposed to make some complaint to the authority. You don't do that. You don't carry going through no due process, and you're smearing somebody's character. And a matter of fact, that person is seeking to look the approval of the public, right?
Yeah.
And that person seeking to look the approval of the public at the same time, you are tear them down without any evidence and unfairly. What you did, and I think you're more intelligent than that. I think you know that what you did is not. I think you know that what you did is not proper. And because of that, now you damage the program and the station. You don't know that. Are you there?
Yeah, man, I'm still there.
I said I think you know that you damaged the station and the program by using this opportunity to do those things. I think you know that.
You see?
No, I know. I want you to address what I just said. I said I think you know that you damaged the station and the program by making statement like that. I think you know that.
Yeah, but when we say what we're saying about her, it's not.
No, don't go back into that. No, we're going back.
We're
We're going to finish this call. Look here. Hello, can we terminate this call, please? We have to terminate this call because I don't think you care that very much about the station and the program. I have to care about it. I have to. Welcome. Good yeah, do we have a next call here? We have a problem here. Have any more call? Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yeah, morning, brother.
Wagwan.
All right, well, just a second, because you're on the program and it's well balanced.
Yeah, always not a balancing act of trying to do, but thank you.
Yeah, man, you have to deal with the thing because you have people who are depend on you, you know?
Well, yes, and I think I think you put it right. I think people should prove themselves dependable in good things, and if I want to find people who I can trust, I think I should demonstrate that I am trustworthy, and you really put it a good way. Nice.
Yeah, man. All right, you know more touch on now, and I'm really glad I hear some of the callers them touch on it.
Yeah.
This manly buster project will fail.
Yeah.
Now, I hear the new brother, his name Patterson.
Yeah.
His name?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to him on a show, the same morning show, you know.
Yeah.
Earlier.
Yeah.
One day, must be 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when I talk and the lady and the gentleman there from Bess, I prep him and him attack and him attack. Me not hear him say nothing different at all. The same foolishness. And I'm not going to fool the people.
No,
me hear him say one thing.
Yeah.
One thing me hear him say. That him go call a conference or something and ask the people who want to work and who have credentials and so on to come so him can put together something and take to the government.
Yes, I think I hear about some conference like that.
Yeah, well, at least me hear one thing, and him not to be a big head to come to something like that. Anybody else in that political elite could have said yes. We could do something like that and see where we get out of the net.
Yeah.
So now me hear one thing from him. I'm going to say, all right, good. But now, for those of us who grew up from back in the 70s and come to this foolishness with this Buster Manley project, the people are tired of it. So now, me, somebody tell me, say, in this youth here, Patterson, he might go call another conference to discuss that issue, but me want to put it now on your program because you are the man who know the road to take, which avenue, who for push the thing. But I think the people on your program, and even on the earlier program, them saying to people like you, this thing failed. So me could come now from zero and call the people them together. Only one example we see is the example in New Zealand. Because them have a system with certain important functionaries, most in the parliament. So them have the big doctor, the big teacher, the whoever.
You mean people who have expertise in some vital areas?
Yeah, and those people now represent for them interests. So the workers them have for them people inside there. And the doctor them have for them people inside there. In addition to the MP people them. And to them things set up different. So we have to look at the other country them. And look at it. Here's the next thing we should know. Not to keep it long because I know other callers is there. We read a book by a brother when Neil deGrasse Tyson. This youth where deal with space in America.
What I'm dealing?
He is a space scientist.
Oh.
Astrophysicist. So, in my book, and the first one I read now, it's nice. You must know. From the beginning, from the Russia-America conflict, when Russia pushed up that space, the Americans themselves set a program. And every government that come in keep the same program. So you never have the Republicans put a program and the Democrats come and pull it up and put another program and the next one come back and change it up. No, them have one program where run NASA from straight up. So this is just an example of even what the callers them you were talking about earlier about land.
Yeah, a policy. A
policy, man. No matter who I blow the whistle. The stoplight still there were.
Yeah. All right. The other day, Holness, talk a very impertinent thing. Say National Housing Trust is not a charity. That means it not there for cater for no poor people and all them way there. Now, National Housing Trust was an idea brought forth in the 1976. How to guarantee affordable houses being available for people of low income to buy. And a lot of all the people employed in Jamaica, deductions come out of them pay for going to National Housing Trust to provide them with some money that going back them up when they're ready to buy a house. And most of the people them don't get no approval for getting a loan. So the money they pack up. And the government, both PNP and JLP government, when them need money, them going to go thief money out there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, instead of having a national housing trust, why them don't have a national land trust? You ever hear any of them thinking about that? There should be a national land trust. All of the land in Jamaica, especially government land, should be reserved now to solve the Jamaica people land problem. But them don't want to talk about that, you know. They don't want to talk about a national land trust because the aim of most politicians is to join with rich people to get the rest of the land into the hands of rich people and them get a reward for that.
Yeah. So let me give a little example. We come from a country where the government did decide now so some people forget some land. But now when the same people go ask about it, them start giving them some big fees for survey the land.
Yeah.
And the people must spin wrong until one of the family, one of the youth in one of the family, will go to university. Him come with a machine, a digital survey machine. And him just put it on the point and get the reference. Next point reference, and them do the thing themselves. From digital. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Satellite.
Yeah.
And then carry it now and go show the people and say, I don't look at you do this. So I not talk about whole heap of money. What would the whole heap of money for? And that's for them get around the thing. That now is the youth now become the hero in the village because them say seat there. You know what I mean? Because I'm borrowing professor things, you know.
All right, hear this now.
Yeah.
The people who run in government, the politicians who run government, they are not any expert in anything. Very few of them have any expertise in anything. And I think we can spend more time and should spend more time examining what are the things that the population is suffering from, what are the things that we need, and the way how to guarantee that these things can be provided out of taxpayer money. And that way we can devise up a new way of government to operate as a service. And even a thing like the security forces, in other words, the police who's supposed to keep law and order daily in the country. And the other thing that's supposed to be claiming supposed to protect the population from outside forces, which is a defense force, an army. I believe that there should be a national service where all young people between the age where them leave school and up to age about 40, all young people at some time should be required to do part-time or full-time national service in security, that them are available to do all of the work where police and soldiers need to do by rotation. You understand that?
Yeah, sir.
I think you probably wasn't paying attention.
No, man, I've been thinking like man.
All right. And there are many other services like that that I think the government should be organized around the concept of different departments of services, all the different services. Just like we have a fire service, it is easy for people to understand the fire service for a country. It's easy for people to understand the correctional service where when people break laws and it is necessary to detain them, they are kept and kept in seclusion in a correctional service, during which time in the correctional service they should be learning some skill, or them have skill already, they should be put to work at that skill, that the production that them do while them in correctional service would help to pay for their accommodation and pay for them food. You understand? And correctional services should be one of the main suppliers of agricultural output. When people doing prison sentence, that should be one of the main suppliers of cheap food for the people of Jamaica, starting first with the food that needed to feed the people inside the prison. Many things like that we can devise and arrange better.
I have a question for you.
Yes, sir.
I mean, me is a scientist. Me is not a social. Me is a natural scientist, not a social scientist. So certain things me don't know. But no, when them write a constitution, them have a thing inside that say, oh, you can change it.
Yes, most constitutions make provision for amendment.
Not overall.
No, the overall thing is usually a revision, complete revision.
How that gets started?
Which one? The overall thing?
We need to overall the thing.
No, don't give me the long thing. Just tell me which one you're talking. The overall thing, right?
Yeah, the overall thing.
Well, usually, there's an upheaval in our country over a period of years and a demand that there's need for a completely new constitution. And usually after a prolonged period of upheaval and demand, and if it is, people will not put up with anything else, you usually have a crisis where a constitutional assembly is called, or you have a revolutionary movement to overthrow the whole constitution.
All right. Follow me now. That's the reason that a social science.
Well, I only can get 2 more minutes because we really need to keep the phone free. Well, go ahead now.
If them call an election, what is the percentage of people that make that election null?
There is no such provision in Jamaica Constitution.
So if nobody knows, if 10 people vote and 5, 6 vote one party, it done?
Whoever get the majority vote, control the government. Whoever get the majority seats, control the government.
So even if 1% of the people...
Hello, I just said something to you. Whoever get the majority vote, whichever party get the majority seats, gets to organize the government, whether 1% or 99%.
I hear you, Papa.
I could talk again soon. Hello, you hear me?
Give thanks, yeah.
No, you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I could talk again soon, even before the end of this program.
Yeah, give thanks.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, sir? Have any more? All right, the numbers again, 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We have some more live chat here. Where is it now? Okay. Yeah. Dinetal Basco say, Corporation bodies are more corrupt and profligate than individuals. Use power to do mischief through governments and put jail, must J and P. Adrian C say, Hail up Bongo, give thanks to the great works forever. 1 more day out of 7 must be ours. Why is the media called the fourth estate and what are the 3 others? If someone else here knows, please comment. Yes, if someone else knows, please comment. I read about this thing, but I can't quite remember. I think it's coming from the time of the French Revolution, where various important sections of the population were called different estates, like landowners and nobility and church and things like that. And the press, which expressed the opinion of people generally, I think was called the fourth estate. But there's some other people who can define it more. Please call in or text in and tell us. Next phone call. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning to you, Jerry.
Wagwan.
What did you see a cry on TV last night, man?
About what?
What didn't see the rest of them?
Yeah, what I was talking about.
You know, I was talking about the kind of garden incident. I know them do the rest of the period, you know?
Yeah, what specific part I was talking about?
It was very inhumane, though.
Yeah, inhumane, 1963, yeah. Yeah, say I'm missing that broadcast. I don't know when I'm going. I've got to try. It look like it's a Sunday night thing because last week.
Yeah, a 4 Sundays.
Oh yeah, them announced that?
Yeah, them announced a 4-part series.
When you heard that announcement?
For the first time that come on.
Oh, so you heard it before it came on?
Yeah.
Because somebody called me about 7 minutes after it started and I was able to watch about 23 minutes. And then last night somebody called me again, but them called me when it's done.
Okay.
So I'm glad for that. Glad for that, eh?
You can get it next week and get it the other week.
I think it's 8:30 on TV, you know?
Yeah, man.
But by the way, somebody was telling me that you get hit down by a bike recently.
What I tell you, man?
Where that took place? Where that took place?
Look at PMB quarters.
Again? Same area? Eh?
Yeah, I wonder if somebody the man for me.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, because the man, every vehicle stop on me across the road and the man just come on the white line.
On the white line? Were you crossing the road?
Yes, I look at the air.
Your hand up in the air?
There are people I said, boy, imagine. Look at the man, I look at you, I just come from no because the man.
Did the bike man stop?
Yeah, I had to stop because you look at it, you know, get up and run, but some people outside.
Hold on. When he hit the bike, drop too?
Yeah, him drop, yeah.
So he was trying to ride the bike and move away.
Yeah. And some people, because them can't move and I don't know some other people over the quad that reach on the pass, but they were far down there.
Yeah, did the police reach on the scene?
Yeah, police reach on the scene while I was at after.
And it has been you hit your head? You hit your head?
I'm not sure to hit my head, but I did swell up.
Wow.
I'm not broke that two plate.
My God Almighty, me I tell you, boy, I'm glad you're still there, boy. No, from the time that your eyes swell up means your skull touch the ground.
There is an excellent thing and Sam said there was no damage to it still.
Boy, yeah. I true me now when people say you're liberate, otherwise I just say you're a rock stone. Anyway, I don't want to hear no bad news like that again.
Well, I'm not telling you, to God be the glory, you know. I'm here.
Yes, sir. So what go on?
You know, from 2020 to April of this year, a report has said that over near 4,000 people have lost their house because of mortgage default.
How many people?
Close to 4,000.
Yeah.
I've lost them out because of mortgage default. And 1,800 people have lost them vehicle because of payment default.
1,800?
Yeah, that's 2 year period.
Yeah.
This is a very damning report.
Yeah.
Because we know that the pandemic, yes, and people lose them job. And, you know, children are home, and you have some people have to decide either for them buy food, or them pay them mortgage, or them pay them car loan. And the banks and the agencies were very aggressive to collect the money. So, you know, people lose the home. And the government, we are calling the government again, to do something to cushion the crisis, because when the government say what up, I'm going to help the poor people and by giving them a little grant. The middle class people are the working class people who are working every day. And them I feel the pressure because the gas price and other things will feel that pressure. What is the government doing for these people? These people need some assistance. Government must find a way to put on the credit for these people who get up every day and have to go to work. You got them a teacher, you got them a nurse, and you talk about people under 40 years old. And when a 40-year-old man will have him house, and I try best, and because a couple of months marriage can't pay, you know, gone back I'm parents' yard.
Yeah, gone back, lose him house, gone up parents' yard, a parent, all kind of thing.
It brings back some conflict. You know, those people get demoralized, and some of them get mental problems because the stress are coming upon them. The government must find a way to cushion the credit for these people.
But if the PNP was functioning properly, they would be finding ways and providing a lot of suggestions that would have put the government, make the government very uncomfortable and make people start ball out.
No, as a matter of fact. For the first year that Mark Golden was the leader, he had to get the internal structure back together. Now we are seeing where the people are galvanizing again, and the PNP are putting out solutions. Because even agriculture sector the other day, Mr. Luton could put out some great solutions over the with the agriculture sector. So we have to see the government that they have to take on one of these things from board because they are so naive. You don't realize that when they do these things, it's for the benefit of Jamaicans. I see recently when the Prime Minister left from Kingston to Montego Bay with a battalion of soldiers and security.
Yes, and him like to present that image.
We do is the Prime Minister who promised to make Jamaica safe. And for us to see if we don't do open.
No, you know, I make we hear every word you're saying now. Yeah.
Alright, he who promised to make Jamaica safe.
Sleep with the door open.
And to allow us to sleep with our windows and our doors open. Is he afraid? That means we have a bag of soldiers. Something is wrong. So that the Prime Minister believe what that tell with them. And before I go, Jerry, St. Patrick primary school had to be closed because of garbage collection problem. Yesterday, with General Mackenzie, who respond with colleges. What is the problem that the Jamaican people nasty? But when people pack them garbage and 6 weeks, no garbage truck come pick it up. What's the blame?
There's a terrible stench coming out of Riverton now.
Alright. Have a lovely day, my brother.
Alright, thank you very much. You have any more calls? Next one. Good afternoon, welcome to the program. Hello? No, not good afternoon, good morning still. Good morning and welcome to the program. Welcome, hello?
Go on, sir.
Wagwan.
Yeah, man, respect. Okay, sir. You want to say something on the Nzinga thing, you know, sir.
Nzinga, yeah.
Sir?
Nzinga. How my virgin name again?
Sir?
How my virgin name again?
Who that?
You.
Oh, man, I'm in car, Rasta, man.
No, man, you have a next name, man.
Rusty.
Eh?
Rasta, man. Rasta talk to you, man.
No, man, the same name you just call it. I know you, man.
Rusty, man.
Rusty. Cool, now?
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You say something on the engine, that thing. You see, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Prime Minister, them went down to Carl Garden and give some money.
Yeah.
But when they give that money, the Chimenzinga in jail.
Yes, in other words, in other words, them give with one and take back with the other. Them give with one and trim with the other hand.
And a little kid couldn't go to school because them say John in a head and them turn her out of school.
Yes, and them back up the teacher, them and the school, them do that. Them have to support them.
But that is like a cow give some milk and just turn on kick it over back, sir.
Same way.
Eh?
Same way.
You say you do something, but at the same time when you say you do something, you cut down the thing.
Yeah.
You only corner same way.
Yeah, man. Same way. But it has show plain to people more now.
So all of these things defeat the purpose, you know, sir. And make us say, well, this thing wasn't genuine at all, you know, sir.
But I don't sorry. I glad it has show up. I don't sorry. When them defeat them purpose, I don't sorry. It show up. What them is for.
But some people, but all these people sit down. I mean, in some Rasta periods, because you have said something. When you see things, you have to talk, you know.
Yeah, man. Where is some Rasta? What?
Or them organize with the government to take this money without anything was proper put in place. They just take the money just like that.
I agree with you. I agree.
Anything.
I agree that when you come to terms with them, upon them like easy terms, it come like you betray the whole militancy of the movement.
Yes, sir. Because you just go take that. You just go and just take the money, just so.
Yeah.
Without sit down and reason out and a proper system put in place for the Rasta man and the Rasta people.
No, but I'm going to tell you this.
So the thing.
No, listen. Hear my opinion now.
Yes, sir.
We have to move the thing a level higher.
Yeah.
And don't just agitate for certain things for Rasta. Agitate for certain things for all of the African and all human beings. Although we have to fight for our rights as Rasta, with them are persecuted, you know. I think we have to take it a notch further and agitate for all people. Because even a few Rasta is brave enough to go out and agitate politically.
Yes.
But them don't get that much support because a lot of our brethren and sisters don't realize that if we are to overcome this struggle here, we have to join with the other people who is not Rasta. That's what have to happen, you know.
Yes.
We have to join with other people who is not exactly same like we, but them have similar rights.
Yes. But I'm speaking about this specific one here, boss.
Yeah.
You know, you know what you said a while ago is proper.
Hello, your credit not done, are you there? Rusty? As far as I'm gone, because I want to say something else to him. For example, recently, a youth being sent to school with him here and him locks. And the teacher knows it's a tradition of him family. And the teacher, I think even the principal, tell the family that they must get a letter from some Rasta church or some Rasta priest that them must allow them to go to them left because them a Rasta. You're not supposed to get no letter from no priest or nobody. It's the right of everybody. So when them all make you go to your priest and go to your Rasta elder to go get letter, I trick them, I trick you. You're not supposed to have to go for no letter or no special testimony that you are a Rasta. It is the right of every human being to send them, make them children keep themselves as how they choose, as long as them not spread the germs. As long as them not spread the germs. But they must get letter from Rasta priests and all them with it. It's a trick. It make you feel good that yes, Rasta priests have authority and Rasta priests can endorse you. But it's a trick. You're not supposed to get no privilege now. We are look rights. We are demand rights. When you look privileged at me, I look extra thing for yourself and your group. And you don't business about the other people. So them get you to negotiate for things, especially for you and your friend. And the rest of the people could always be violated. That is a way to divide us from one another. Same thing where wholeness do with the maroon them day. Divide them from one another and successfully turn them against one another and make bad relations. Have another call. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, Jerry. Welcome.
What go on, sir?
I only for exam are going, but I hear a man ask about the fourth estate.
Yeah, explain for me.
Yeah, it come out of the French Revolution.
Yeah.
The media is called the fourth estate because they're supposed to watch for the people over the Constitution and make sure that their constitutional right is protected.
Yes.
And where they say breach, they must ball it out because they are a watchdog for the people.
And in the time of the French Revolution, what was the media?
The media was working with the government.
No, what was the media?
Oh, the media was the common man, you know, Mr. Small.
No, the media was the printed, the press, the press, printed media. At that time, is only one media you'd have was print media. Information passed by printing.
Yeah.
So at that time, now the press was seen as the fourth estate.
Yeah, the other three medias are the clergy, the
the other three estate.
Yeah, the other three estate is the courthouse, the clergy.
Yes.
The nobility, like the university graduates, they're supposed to be an estate where they talk up for the people.
Yes.
And the common man like me and Rusty who call the show and I tell the people then tell them I trick up people in a politics.
Yes.
And I divide the people and I trick them up in a religion.
Yes.
We are the watchdogs.
In other words, you'd have the court system, the so-called nobility, where it's like parliament, the clergy, and then now you and Rusty, where always a kick up them thing. Where you used to kick up the thing?
In the street.
Yes, in the street, either through the newspaper in the time of the French Revolution, or in nowadays time through the radio.
Yes, Mr. Small.
So this is the fourth estate, the way how the public get to express itself.
Thank you. And the taking back with one and giving with the other. Come out of the American Revolution, them call it Indian giving.
Indian giving, yes. Because them claims that sometime when the so-called red Indian agree with the white man, say, all right, you can go farm over there, so. The next year, the Indian come back, say, I want back my farm space. But
yeah, one of the tricks that the American was on the Indian, when the Indian gives them land in the cold time, they lace the blanket with yellow fever and give it to the Indian in the winter and kill them off and take the land.
Yeah, so them will give them blanket like them will give them food bar, like them will give them Christmas package.
Yes.
But when you get your Christmas package and you cover up with your blanket, you get disease.
Yes, and them take away your land.
Yeah, gone with the land.
Yeah, the whole thing is a trick premise as small.
Yeah, that's why hold on. The white man say the Indian is an Indian, give it one and take back with the other. But hear what the Indian say. White man speak with forked tongue.
Thank you, Mr. Small, to be continued.
Yes, and if you listen to a white man say, you will get fork.
Yeah, Mr. Small, one of the exams that is going on right now that just get a break.
Yeah.
Is an exam named Principles of Account.
Oh.
So we have to bring these leaders to accountability.
Yes.
And I'm glad for you to be on the estate, Mr. Small.
No, we make a estate. We not upon the estate. We make a estate.
Yeah, we make a estate. You take care.
Estate without land.
Thank you, sir.
But we want the real estate, you know. We're not second for less than the real estate. Not a land.
The real estate, that a land of money and wealth.
Yeah, land is the basis of all of the prosperity and product.
Thank you, Mr. Small. Come on.
Cool, man. We have our next call. All right, midday. Thank you very much.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You're simply the best.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
Good day, I'm Vaughn Davis with JIS Midday News for Monday, May 30. Coming up, government opens first transitional facility for homeless persons. local government ministry to renovate markets across the island, and $31 million allocated to establish Tourism Incubator Center. The news in detail after the break.
Yeah, but the lineup slap, you know. Hey, hold this.
You know the price did adjust since your last visit, though.
How much now? I never really walk with no extra cash, you know.
You can't pay me with Jamdex, man.
I saw ya move, my boss. Me have my digital wallet too, so make me transfer to you right now.
A phased rollout of Jamdex, Jamaica's central bank digital currency, is on the way. Sign up for your digital wallet and get more convenience, safety, and security with your money. A message from the JIS.
Now the news. Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Friday officially opened the country's first adult transitional facility for homeless persons in downtown Kingston. The center, developed at a cost of $140 million, is named after the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development, Desmond McKenzie, who was instrumental in its establishment. The state-of-the-art facility will cater to persons living on the streets in the corporate area, in keeping with the government's commitment to improve the quality of life for the vulnerable population. Mr. Holness says the center will offer more broad-ranged specialist services than those provided at other care facilities, such as drop-in centers and the infirmaries.
Users will not only have access to regular services, such as shower facilities, bedding, change of clothes, and meals, but will be provided with other critical services such as psychiatric care, counseling, rehabilitation, occupational therapy, social reintegration, and full medical treatment.
The facility currently has the capacity to house 40 persons. However, there are plans to add another floor and increase the capacity to 100. In the meantime, Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the government will be ramping up efforts to upgrade internet and broadband services across the island. He says the government is leveraging partnerships with the various service providers to bring internet to schools and public spaces right across Jamaica. The plan also includes providing persons with suitable devices, particularly those which can facilitate online learning. He explained that other societies are progressing due to the acceptance of new and advanced technology, which has made businesses around the world more efficient.
The societies that embrace technology and embrace science and remove suspicion and fear, but apply reason, those are the societies that progress and prosper.
The Prime Minister was speaking at the official launch and unveiling ceremony of a public Wi-Fi hotspot in West Central St. Andrew recently. Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie says a comprehensive review and renovation of markets across the country is to begin this year. The minister says the review will focus on improving the business environment of the island's markets. He notes that due to their age and locations, a large number of markets, particularly those in rural areas, are not conducive to business.
The conditions in our markets leave a lot to be desired. 90% of our markets were built more than 100 years ago. Some have lost its usefulness because of its location. We have to ensure that the investment that we are making will earn the results, to ensure that the public will benefit from whatever investment is made in our markets.
Mr. McKenzie was making his contribution to the 2022-23 sectoral debate in the House of Representatives recently. He also outlined that Phase 3 of renovation works at the Clarkstown Market in Trelawney has been completed at a cost of $10 million. The facility is set to be opened on June 16. And the Ministry of Tourism has allocated $31 million to the Tourism Enhancement Fund, TEF, this fiscal year to invest in new ideas to expand Jamaica's tourism product. Portfolio Minister Edmund Bartlett says in order to gain even more from the sector, stakeholders must invest in developing new, innovative ideas to attract more travelers to the island. Minister Bartlett adds that the funds will be used to create an incubator to assist new tourism entrepreneurs to transform their ideas into viable products or services.
So we're establishing the Innovation Incubator in the TEF, and we're going to launch that in another few weeks. We're finding young people all across Jamaica who have ideas, because tourism is about ideas. The experiences that the visitors have is about new ideas.
Minister Bartlett was speaking at an event to mark the official opening of the Edward Siaga Suite at Devon House in St. Andrew recently. That was JIS News. I'm Vaughn Davis.
A production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.
Hello, I'm Moira Alderson with the BBC News. The governor of Ukraine's eastern Luhansk region has said that Russian forces are moving towards the centre of the city of Severodonetsk, despite strong resistance. There's been heavy fighting for weeks for control of Severodonetsk and the neighbouring city of Lysychansk. Joe Inwood reports from Kiev.
We're seeing huge artillery bombardments coming in, specifically focusing on the city of Severodonetsk. That is where the Russians are focusing all of their fire. But the key question is not are they taking ground, but what is it costing them to take ground? Because it seems the Ukrainians are putting up very stiff resistance, as they have done throughout this conflict, specifically in urban settings. And so if the Russians throw everything they have at taking this one last town, but expend all their resources, they lose enough men and enough armour that they can't move forward, well, President Putin might be wondering if it was a price worth paying for that small city.
Russian state media say grain harvested in the Ukrainian region of Kherson, which is controlled by Moscow, is being sent across the border to Russia. Ukraine has previously said that grain was being stolen from occupied areas. Shortages of grain triggered by the invasion of Ukraine, a major supplier, have sent prices rocketing worldwide. Diplomats in Brussels say European Union ambassadors have again failed to reach an agreement on banning imports of oil from Russia. The envoys were attempting to break a stalemate on the issue before a summit of EU leaders later on Monday. Bethany Bell has the latest from Brussels.
On the one hand, you have countries like Hungary, which say that they are heavily dependent on Russian oil. On the other hand, you have countries like Poland that say every day that the EU continues to pay Russia billions for fuel is a wasted day and that sanctions have to be brought in as soon as possible. And there is a feeling that this whole situation may have been mishandled by the European Commission, that they announced these plans too soon without having done the groundwork.
A grouping of Pacific Island nations has been unable to agree a security pact with China, despite the Chinese foreign minister telling them not to be anxious about Beijing's intentions. Wang Yi is attending a regional summit in Fiji, where Beijing's ambitions for wider security ties have caused concern. The Fijian Prime Minister Frank Bainimarama said broad agreement would be needed before any new regional deal could be signed.
We all know plenty of eyes have been on Suva during this visit. I hope we also know that geopolitical point scoring means less than little to anyone whose community is slipping beneath the rising seas, whose job has been lost to a pandemic, or whose family is impacted by the rapid rise in the price of commodities.
World News from the BBC. Police in southeast Nigeria are searching for the leader of the country's Methodist Church who's been kidnapped. Officers say Samuel Kanu Uche was abducted on Sunday in Abia State. 2 other members of the clergy were also taken. It isn't clear who carried out the attack, but separatist groups are active in the area. Recently, a local MP's body was found after he was abducted by unknown gunmen. The government in the Indian state of Punjab has promised to spare no effort in the investigation into the murder of a popular singer and politician. Shubdeep Singh Sidhu, known as Sidhu Moosewala, was shot dead on Sunday. A day earlier, his security detail had been scaled back by the state authorities, who said they wanted to crack down on what they called the VIP culture among celebrities. The decision has been criticised on social media by leading public figures in India, including his family. Bilal Sidhu is a family member.
He was receiving threats during the elections. However, he was unbothered because there were many security personnel who were on guard for him. As soon as they withdrew the security forces, his rivals got a chance to harm him.
The Taliban have described a United Nations report on the presence of foreign militant groups in Afghanistan as baseless. The document by the UN Security Council Monitoring Group accuses Afghanistan of harbouring extremist organisations such as Al-Qaeda. The Afghan Foreign Ministry said it categorically rejected the allegations, urging the UN to stop using anonymous sources. A man disguised as an elderly woman has attacked possibly the world's most famous painting, the Mona Lisa, at the Louvre Museum in Paris. He jumped out of a wheelchair and tried to smash the portrait's protective screen before smearing the glass with cake. According to witnesses, the perpetrator said artists should focus more on the planet in what appeared to be a climate-related publicity stunt. He was tackled by security. BBC News.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Amy Held. A Memorial Day ritual is getting underway at Arlington National Cemetery outside Washington, where President Biden and the First Lady are set to participate in a wreath-laying ceremony at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. The Bidens spent Sunday in Uvalde, where crowds chanted, "Do something," after a gunman used a legally purchased assault-style rifle to commit the worst school shooting in Texas history. Biden today telling reporters the Second Amendment is not absolute.
I know that it makes no sense to be able to purchase something that can fire up to 300 rounds.
While in Uvalde, Biden comforted bereaved families, and today NPR's Ping Huang reports funeral services are beginning for the 19 children and 2 teachers shot dead.
Members of the Texas Funeral Directors Association have sent caskets, embalmers, and hearses from across the state to Uvalde. Jimmy Lucas, the association's director, says they're doing anything they can to help support the city's 2 funeral homes.
The town of Uvalde, funeral homes are a little smaller, and so certainly just not accustomed to the that amount of loss that fast.
At one funeral home, a visitation is scheduled for 10-year-old Amory Jo Garza, an honor roll student who celebrated her birthday this month. Over the next 2.5 weeks, the community will put 18 more children and 2 more teachers to rest. Ping Huang, NPR News.
In eastern Ukraine, there is word Russian troops have entered the outskirts of Severodonetsk after weeks of assault on the largest Ukrainian-held city in the Luhansk region. France is calling for an investigation after Ukraine says a French journalist there was killed by shrapnel from Russian shelling. Elsewhere, Moscow is pounding Ukraine with daily missile strikes. Today, 2 targeted a bridge on the Black Sea coast near Odessa. EU leaders are meeting in Brussels to consider a new round of sanctions on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. Terry Schultz reports some countries, including Hungary, object to banning Russian oil imports.
EU negotiators have been trying for weeks to reach the necessary unanimity on cutting off Russian oil imports. One of the measures included in this 6th round of sanctions against the Kremlin, which is holding up the entire package. Hungary is the leading opponent, but Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, and Slovakia are also resisting a ban, saying they are dependent on supplies from Moscow. One compromise under discussion would be to avoid a heavy impact on these 3 countries by banning only oil transported by sea at this point and leaving discussion on pipelines for later. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addresses the EU leaders by video conference to urge them to stop doing business with Russia. For NPR News, I'm Terry Schultz in Brussels.
You're listening to NPR News. The southern Mexican state of Oaxaca is bracing for Hurricane Agatha, set to make landfall there later today. Forecasters are warning of life-threatening winds, extremely dangerous flooding, and heavy rains. Rockabilly pioneer Ronnie Hawkins has died. His career spanned a half-century, and NPR's Dave Mistich reports Hawkins was known for bringing together a group of musicians that would become known as the Band.
47 miles of barbed wire. Born in Arkansas in 1935, Ronnie Hawkins formed the Hawks in the 50s. An early member of the group was drummer Levon Helm. Hawkins later began touring Canada and recruited a new set of musicians to back him up. By the early 60s, the Hawks included Robbie Robertson, Rick Danko, Garth Hudson, Richard Manuel, and Helm. Among a string of high-profile musicians, Hawkins joined the band at their going-away concert, The Last Waltz, on Thanksgiving night 1976, performing Bo Diddley's Who Do You Love? In a statement, Robertson said Hawkins taught he and his bandmates, quote, the rules of the road. Ronnie Hawkins was 87. Dave Mistich, NPR News.
Things are looking up as astronomers anticipate a dazzling meteor shower tonight when the Earth passes through a debris trail of a comet that broke up way back in 1995. NASA, though, says don't get hopes too high. Depending on the fragment's speed, they could be invisible or very faint. Observers in North America under clear, dark skies have the best chance of seeing the celestial show. It's NPR News.
During the pandemic, a lot of people got dogs, including me. What's that, Schmindy? You're hungry for an economics podcast? You say you want compelling stories filled with economic insight, but none of the jargon? Well, then listen to the Planet Money podcast from NPR, because we all want the best for our pups.
Bess FM 100 on your dial. Keep listening.
I've been waiting for your love.
Ice the Charm Music presents the single I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs, produced by Sangy Davis, distributed by Tough Gong International, available on iTunes and all digital platforms. Email icecharmmusic with a Z at gmail.com. I Am Happy by Mary Isaacs is on the Icecharm Music label, promoters of clean, uplifting reggae music.
Kept on yearning for your love. I'm happy, so very happy, yeah. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Kept on waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, Lord, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed, I'm feeling so complete. I've been yearning for your love so long. Kept on yearning for your love so long. Now my heart is happy and free, full of love, so much love flowing for you and me. I'm happy, so very happy, yeah. I've been praying for your love, my love. Knelt and prayed for your love, my love. You're the gift, a special gift that finally came through. Always knew I'd find you and you would find me too. I've been wanting your sweet love, my love. Kept on wanting your sweet love, my love. What a blend of love we now share. Peace and love, joy and light surrounds me everywhere. I'm so happy. I'm happy, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, Mr. DJ, can't you see I'm happy? Happy. The smile on my face, see me when my waist, I'm happy. If you love the vibes, 'cause we're alive, get happy. Turn up the sound, everyone around, be happy. I'm happy, 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 yeah. I've been waiting for your love, my love. Kept on waiting for your love, my love. Thank you, Lord, for sending love to me. I'm so blessed, I'm feeling so complete. Oh, I'm so blessed to love, I'm feeling so complete.
What should a taxi service do for you? On-time taxi service is more than just a ride to the other side of town. They offer clean and spacious vehicles, reliable service, and promise to always look out for their customers. They'll come when you call and take you where you want to go on time.
From anywhere at all. You can call us at 926-3866.
We are something special on the road.
Half a tree, one and drive, half a tree. Bossy, how you do I take taxi style?
Jano, I want to tell you, say, 2 months now, my transmission mash up, and I check everybody and can't hear nothing positive.
Yeah, hear me? You waste all that time I shop around and never call the experts. Winters Auto have them. Them have over 35 years of experience and them diagnose the problem and get back your transmission brand new. For them service excellent and efficient. Trust me, man. Yeah, hear me? Call them at 929-7040 or go to them at 106 Maxfield Avenue, Kingston 13 and talk directly to the boss. Just tell them I'm me, send you.
Wow, you big star. Yeah, man, respect my boss.
I try calling you, cause trust me.
Winters Auto Spares and Repairs, good afternoon.
What a relief.
It's good, it's better, but nothing beats. Best
Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Here to pick up the PC. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. Better place look good, my brother. Better place keep clean, my sister. So come along, my brother. Come along, my sister. Come along, my brother. Come along, my sister.
Yes. Welcome back to the program in the second half of the program after the midday break. And, excuse me, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. We expect to be joined by Mr. Winston Wright of the UIC, the new United Independent Congress, headed by Mr. Pattison, Mr. Joseph Pattison. And Mr. Winston Wright should be here at about 12:30 to help publicize I think them call it a job expo. Is it a job expo? Them call it, or a labor expo? Some initiative by the UIC to assist people in getting jobs in areas that they are qualified for and experts in this time of job difficulty and government talking about them to have enough workers in certain segments. Anyway, at 12:30 or shortly after, we're supposed to be joined by Mr. Winston Wright of the UIC, United Independent Congress, with some job solution thing them putting on Wednesday. But in the meantime, as I said, the numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508. And as I said, we just announced that Mr. Winston Wright will be here sometime after 12:30. So 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. All right, we'll go back to some live chat, and I'll keep up extremely well with the live chat. Yes, man. Here's the next one. Sister D. Ruben. Blissful vibration and upfulness Ross Bongo. Management and all engineer Bess FM. Thank you very much. And she continue yelling the natal Basco. Balance and order. And Kian Brown says, Sister D, salute, give thanks, and I gather to imply proper resolutions to the melanated ones. And be the natal Basco. Mr. Small researching eminent Marcus Mosiaga. Seen him was shot in Harlem. His wife disarmed the assailant Tyler, who later committed suicide the day after. That was Amy. I think it's his first wife that disarmed the man who shot Marcus Garvey, yeah, coming down a staircase there. And Ken Brown is requesting Prince Lincoln Thompson Kingston 11. We'll see what you can do about that. Not sure. Prince Lincoln Thompson. Or say Lincoln Thompson, Kingston 11. Johan Crook said there is not much difference between both political parties in Jamaica. Whenever there's a complaint season or campaign season, they promise voters a lot, but not deliver. It's time for us to know promises comfort to a fool. JJ said one MP bought 600 acres of land in St. Thomas. The greed for land in his old age, is it? Depriving young people from owning land? Simon Manley said, bring some solution to the table and organize the people. Let me send that to me, Jerry. That I must bring some solution to the table and organize the people. It's a suggestion of him doing everything still. And him also continue. He claims him name Manley. I wonder if him real name Manley or him just a try use up the name. Say, too much blah blah, Jerry. Start the shows. Show some people. What? Show the people some example. Well, you can go and blah blah. You know, so I don't have to read your text now, but I still read it. Kushites TV say, why do we still have a Governor General? General burn flag. Repatriation no. Al-Cable and comments a bad boy Rusty come on the program. JJ Rastafarian is accepted abroad more than in Jamaica, which keep discriminating against them. Patrick Beale says there is a public holiday in America. Oh, today's Memorial Day, you know? The unofficial start of summer, okay? Lots of backyard barbecues going on today. Plus a lot of sipping of various drinks, okay? Asking me what I am having. No, I'm not having anything. Want some water? Just drink some orange juice. JJ said political system should stop discriminating against ordinary Rastafarian. And Sister D say no legislation in the school for back them requests. It's straight discrimination. No, and a trick for scare them. Have a call? All right, let's go to the call. Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I tell you.
Yes, delicate. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, we're there in Trelawney, you know.
Good man.
I tell you.
Yeah, hear us. You're hearing the station properly down there? Over there?
Yeah, but the internet me have your phone.
Okay, the YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
All right.
Facebook Live.
Okay, yes, man.
Yeah, so we just go on, you know.
Yeah, man. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's why I'm making now. We're still in tune now. We are listening to what
Yeah, man. Good. And hear from Sister Jem there several weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Keeping in touch.
Yeah, man. All the best. I might soon see me too.
Yeah.
Everything good. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Great.
Good. Have any more? All right. I think we're going to contact Mr. Winston, right? I think he is what? General Secretary of the UIC. I'm not sure. I think so. UIC being the United Independent Congress, this new registered political party headed by Joseph Patterson. Are you getting any dial from him? Yes, I'm going to see if I do some more live chat, yeah. Live chat. Sister D. Ruben said, are the principal, a teacher, personal feelings them are used to discriminate? Knowing the government will back it up, because them are the same thing. And that's quite true. We in contrast say, greetings, Sister D. Ruben. Perfect, love. Good to be here. All right, I think we're going to be joined by Mr. Winston, right, you know? Yeah. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good.
Yeah, man, this is Mr. Wright.
This is he.
Yeah.
So thank you for having me on, Mr. Small.
Yeah, man. Introduce yourself, please.
So my name is Winston Wright. I'm the chairman of the United Independence Congress, Jamaica's third registered political party.
Yeah. Chairman.
Chairman, yes.
Yeah, how long you have held that post?
I've held that post substantially for about 8 months.
8 months, okay. So how long ago you joined the party?
Joined the party in 2019.
Okay. And what part of Jamaica are you from?
I hail from Westmoreland, specifically Northeast.
Northeast. So you aim to be to fill a seat for the UIC also?
That is correct.
Where?
I'm personally running as a council candidate in the Betheltown division.
Betheltown, Westmoreland.
Yes.
All right. I hear that the organization is putting on what? What do you call it?
It is a job expo and worker unite rally.
Where
This is going to be at the Liberty Club starting at 9 a.m.
Hold on. A job expo and a workers unite rally?
Correct.
At the Ligani Club when?
This is tomorrow, the 31st of May, starting at 9 a.m. We plan to go until about 1 p.m. Sorry.
Yeah. So in the UIC they don't have a shadow cabinet.
We have started to build that, but no, we don't have a full shadow cabinet. The president speaks on finance and the national security. We have member Director Neil, that speaks.
No, don't speak a little slowly for me, please. You have a member what?
Member Neil speaks on education. The president speaks on finance and the national security.
Who is a speak on education?
Oh, we have a director by the name of Chase Neal.
Oh.
Yes. So he speaks on education.
Mm.
Right.
So what you said this job expo is about?
So the expo it came about firstly based on utterances by the Prime Minister that was widely reported to say that there's a skilled labor shortage in Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Being on the ground representing the people, we know that is not accurate. And what we want to do is make sure that the Jamaican workers are disenfranchised. And as such, we want to bring those workers together, showcase them, and assist them in making their need for recognition and the plight that they're going through with the upheaval in the economy be heard. So we want to make it a productive day as well as an informative day. So we will be working with these skills persons to develop portfolios, show them how to develop their portfolios, resume, how to transition to a business model instead of just a working model, stuff like that.
So this is principally for the people in the Kingston and St. Andrew and I suppose like Portmore.
No, because I'm coming from Westmoreland. I'll be taking along persons with me so that these people can participate in the process. So it's not principally for those.
No, talk a little slow, please. Talk a little slow that people can hear every word you say.
Apologies.
Yeah.
This is not principally for persons in that location, but for everyone. But that is the central location in Jamaica that, the focus is usually on Kingston and the metropolitan area. As much as we would like to diversify that, it's what the reality is. So we're working within that context.
So you're going to have an electronic link with other people in Jamaica?
That is correct. The matter will be streamed on our social media platforms. So most persons are familiar with UIC Liberty TV.
Most persons are familiar with what?
UIC Liberty TV, which is our YouTube platform that broadcasts all our media.
UIC Liberty TV.
That is correct.
All
So
right.
all our media is available on that.
No, talk slow, please. I'm telling you, it's very important that you remember to talk slow, that people hear every word you say, and it hold them interest, you know? Yes, so who will the speakers be, or the presenters?
So we'll have, firstly, one of our brother member, Mr. Donovan Moore. So he'll be talking about resilience in a challenging job market and about his book on that topic. So that's going to be a very interesting piece.
He's
Definitely
a Jamaican?
Yes, man. We're all Jamaicans pushing for better and trying to unite Jamaica under the cause for change and proper governance.
Yeah.
Our president will be there.
Who else will be there? Who else will be there?
Our president, Mr. Joseph Patterson, will be there. He's our keynote speaker.
Yeah,
he'll be presenting. He'll definitely be talking about the economy and our programs to mitigate the suffering and assist low-income earners and skilled persons to transition their earnings to a more sustainable level. So he'll be there presenting. Of course, we'll have other guest speakers, other celebrity guest speakers, but we do not want to, for want of a better term, foreshadow the event by putting your name out there just yet. But persons will be treated to very powerful presentation by a group of speakers who understands the suffering and the displacement in the current economic disposition.
So you say up to now, what time it will be at Ligani Club?
So we'll be starting at 9 a.m. and we expect to go up until about 1 p.m.
9 in the morning?
9 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon.
And have you directed people where all them find Ligani Club?
So most persons are familiar with New Kingston. And so they know that just after Emancipation Park, on the same side, on the left, you'll find the entrance to the Ligani Club. So that's where we're going to be.
So what about people who are not familiar with New Kingston?
Okay, so persons can just, who have access to Google can just plot that, but if you don't...
No, you're talking too fast, sir. Please, sir. Hold on, sir. You're talking too fast. What is about persons and access?
So persons who have access to like a Google Maps can plot their way there, or persons who are not and want to make their way there, they can come from New Kingston past the gas station and come down. That now the entrance will be on the right, just before you get to Emancipation Park, or coming off Oxford Road, you'll come up past Emancipation Park. Again, the entrance will be on the left.
So people who are familiar with Oxford Road, they can ask direction either where Ligani Club is, or them look till them find themselves near to the National Housing Trust complex. Not true.
So we'll have ushers out and signs, but you don't need to go down on the road.
No, I'm talking about people. No, I'm talking about people who are familiar with Oxford Road but don't know nowhere else.
Okay.
Them can ask which part of Oxford Road is either Ligani Club or National Housing Trust, but they will be much nearer and get directions once them in the vicinity of the National Housing Trust or the Emancipation Park, where the two huge statues and a water fountain is.
Yes, that is exactly the location. We'll also have ushers out to help those persons who will ask for directions to get them there. So we'll have ushers out in the vicinity of the entrance to the venue.
Yes, and coincidentally, where the thing is being held tomorrow, the job expo and the what kind of rally again?
Workers Unite.
Workers Unite rally. Coincidentally, it is being convened in the vicinity of the National Housing Trust. Now, what is the position of the UIC about the National Housing Trust, especially since we hear Wellness talk a few days ago that National Housing Trust is not a charity, as if it is not supposed to be here to cater to low-income home hopefuls?
Well, The UIC is very disheartened by those comments and find it a breach of the trust that persons who contribute to the trust have placed in the institution and the mechanism by which they have created. Now, it is a flawed system, and they recognize that, but instead of fixing that system and create a means that can purposefully and properly provide housing for Jamaicans, they have chosen instead to insult the people.
I don't think it's to provide housing. I think it is to provide opportunity to buy house, because nothing is free in housing provision.
The UIC doesn't purport freeness, and the flaw in the system is this: only some persons can avail themselves of the opportunity by virtue of the structure of the movement.
The structure of the National Housing Trust.
Correct.
No, I haven't heard any discussion from the UIC about land. The need for land of the vast majority of the population of Jamaica.
Well, what I can tell you, Jerry, is that a lot of what UIC does and says has not been covered.
Has not been what?
Covered by mainstream media. Now, what the UIC policy on land, for example, is that by virtue of birthright, Jamaicans are entitled to own, not hold, but own a piece of property. It does several things for a Jamaican. One, it adds equity value to your family. And two, and most importantly, it gives you a sense of belonging and a sense of accomplishment. So the UIC believes that systems should be put in place to allow every Jamaican to own a piece of land, and therefore the need for capturing an informal settlements will be diminished, if not eradicated. But the UIC also believes in a structured approach to settling and housing solution provision. We believe in medium to high density housing models, saving arable land for organic agriculture. So that is our policy on housing.
Anyway, you can't wait for the media to cover you and to highlight what is your policy now. Is the organization have to push out that regardless of media?
And we have, Jerry. It is on our website. As a matter of fact, there was a recent discussion that was held between myself and brother Babatunde, one of our council candidates in the Papine division, that was broadcast and well received on our social media platforms, all our social media platforms, where we discussed that very issue.
So what is your occupation?
My current occupation is a facilities manager, where I manage the operations of several high occupancy buildings. Before that, I was in aviation for the greater part of 23 years.
You are what?
I was involved in aviation for the greater part of 23 years.
Aviation?
Correct.
What's that, air traffic control or what?
No, I work in airport and airline operations.
Oh, in Jamaica?
In Jamaica and overseas.
All right, so just give the time and the venue of the workers' rally again.
Right, so it's the Workers' Unite Rally and Job Exposition. It is being hosted by the United Independence Congress at the Ligani Club in Kingston, New Kingston to be exact. It's going to be the 31st of May, which is tomorrow, and it starts at 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. with a host of activities and speakers to teach workers in Jamaica, especially skills persons, to stand up and face the misinformation that is being broadcasted and just to claim their right to be productive members of society and not to be segregated or stifled out of the economy and its running.
All right, thank you very much. That was Mr. Winston Wright, the General Secretary of the new, the newly registered third political party in Jamaica, the United Independent Congress, headed by Joseph Patterson. Well, thank you very much. So we'll get back to our regular programming here now. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. I'll get back to some live chat. By the way, as somebody was informing me, our brethren never call Wanga, but otherwise John from the PNP, that this documentary series on the Rastafari movement over the last, especially since independence, but the whole Rastafari movement, this documentary series started to be aired last week, Sunday at 8:30 on TVJ. And then last night, I think there was a second installment. I understand that there are to be two more installments. Two more installments, I suppose, at the same time, 8:30 on a Sunday night. Looking forward to that. Sorry I never get to see it last night, but thank you very much. Anyway, we have a call here. All right, let's get back to the... let's take one live chat. Wayne Conjure says, Mr. D. Ruben, perfect love. It's good to be here. And Dinatal Basco says, Ra is willing. Patrick Beagle says, Jerry, that man is talking rubbish. We have a lot of skilled workers in Jamaica, but they do not have the documents to prove their qualifications. That's what the Prime Minister was alluded to. Patrick Beagle continues. Illiteracy is a big problem with a lot of youths in Jamaica, but they can do construction work good. But can they read and understand the blueprint? You have to be certified in a trade to get value. And Patrick Beagle said, whenever you are not certified, you'll have to settle for what the employers give or offer. And when you are certified, you can get value. A lot of certified construction workers migrate overseas, more dollars. Back to the telephone. Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, sir. Greetings.
Wagwan.
But there, man, I listen and I take in Wagwan in a Babylon, you know?
Yeah, man.
You Wagwan now. I hear the new party there.
Yeah.
I kind of listen to them from with.
Hello? We lose contact. Are you still there? Hello? Caller, try to get us back, cause it was seemed like an interesting topic that you were coming forward with. Please call back. The numbers are 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's get back to the phone. Good morning. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jerry.
Wagwan.
Me there. I just want to take 2 or 3 minutes of your time to extend congratulations to commend you and your family. In fact, you for running a great radio program. And you might wonder why your family, your father, and particularly your brother, Hugh Small, and the other, because Hugh Small is one of our best attorneys, right?
You tell me.
Well, yes, he is. I mean, I've been listening to him since he was finance minister and all of that. But why I'm saying all of this is because your program has gone a long way in resolving a little pasa, which I was ensued with.
Yeah.
Yes, it did. It actually ventilated, clarified, brought a lot of brought to the fore a lot of things which helped to ventilate the thing. Particularly, I called you and was referring to a little incident which was going on. But you, in 4 words, you said the question was loaded. Yeah. And in those 4 words, Jerry, I find a lot of legal input, a legal mind who would make that statement.
Yeah.
Because this is something that's been going on for a long time. And immediately I relate the thing to you. You said the question was loaded. Because this is a thing I know lawyers do. They ask loaded questions in order to elicit answers that they want. To skew the answers. Like for instance in the recent Vibes Cartel case.
Vibes Cartel?
Yes. There was discrepancy. Like Cartel, the lawyers were saying the man couldn't be in 2 places at one time.
Yeah.
So one guy testified that he was jumping the fence, dog bite him and all of that at a particular time.
Yeah.
And then the medical facility had him there at a particular time.
The medical what?
Facility that he visited.
Oh.
I think it might have been Medical Associates Hospital.
Oh.
But anyway, the gist of the matter is that his lawyer was saying cartel couldn't be in two places at one time. And based on the reports given by the witness, and it never corroborates with what the hospital had as thing there, as the time he visited there. The thing is that you can say, why the man couldn't have done this or been at that place at the time, because whereas one witness might simply have been mistaken a few minutes out with his timing, and you can use that to say you're telling a lie, when the man was simply off with his timing. You follow me?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a similar loaded question that, you know, the little incident, pasa that myself and Ross were relating to you. A man put a question to a man, infusing a word in the sentence that the person never used. That gave the opportunity to the person to say, no, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Because them use a word like fraternize, when the man never used that word.
Yeah.
So, you know, your program really did a lot to straighten it out, you know, and it brought a lot of truths to the fore. Because a lot of what was being related really wasn't. So I just want to encourage you, and I just credit your father and your brother, you know, and people like God White and your associates generally, because it's not everybody really so discerning. I just use one word to define it. Yeah, discerning. You know what I mean? So it just credit to yourself and your family for all of that.
Yeah.
And can only hope that you keep it up. And I'm glad to hear from Wanga God, you know.
Yeah.
That he's not all that bad. He's coherent and cohesive and everything. So glad to know him not, you know, badly hurt. And finally, with respect to the NHT,
yeah.
You know, Monty Perkins was one of the advocates against this NHT thing, you know.
Yeah.
And there was a time when a lot of beneficiaries from the NHT, they were delinquent. They have a high delinquency rate, you know, in terms of keeping up with a mortgage and thing.
Yeah.
So there was always the question as to what extent is the NHT a charitable organization? Because it was intended to be a charitable organization.
Oh, there's a difference. There's a difference between charitable and charity, you know. I think the question was whether it was a charity organization.
A charity organization. Yes. But but it's been a long-standing question, though, you know. And we want to not take the mortgage thing for granted. So I suppose this is what Mr. Holness was driving at, that, you know, it's and people who contribute and never get a house, well, you can get back your money after 7 years or the 7th year. But, you know, it's a big question.
After how many years?
7. So you would get back year 1 contribution in year 7. But a lot of people never ever claim back their money, Jerry.
Yes.
A man just contribute and just consider it like a tax. They consider it like a tax.
Yes.
But in truth and in fact, you can claim whatever contribution you make after 7 years. So year 1 you get it, or year 1 you get it year 8.
Yeah, but hear this now. It is named a trust, but it has been betrayed so many times. It has been betrayed so many times, and we expect that if a trust is really benevolent, they wouldn't require you to apply for your benefit. They would be notifying people automatically. Like a rotation thing, or like a partner job. People, if you are in a partner, you see, you have a joint partner yet?
Yeah, man.
And if you have a hand in a partner.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, do you usually wait to hear, say, boy, your draw come up in a comfort and this and that?
No, the draws are normally scheduled, pre-scheduled, you know.
Yes, and you know usually wait for your people call you and say, come on, the money is here.
Yeah, that's true. Which is what I think much always argue against the NHT thing too, you know, they make that point regularly.
But still, in a housing trust now, a real trust, Just like when your partner draw come up, you expect say you don't have to go apply for your partner draw. You just go for it, and you probably call them and tell them what time you're coming. Let them have it there promptly. But apart from that, you don't go there and apply for it and be wheedling and bargaining and negotiating.
That's true.
Yeah?
And I think that's deliberate. An element of frustration is in reclaiming and making a claim.
That's the main feature of that. That's the main architectural feature of that house.
Yes, so it turns off a lot of people, so they can't bother to, apply and go. Yeah, that's true. I think it's deliberate.
Yeah, so if it was a real trust and real trustworthy, every day they would be sending out notification, and every week and every year. It's like how your driver's license, say your driver's license becomes due on your birthday, either 5 or 10 years after you renew it or after you get it.
That's true.
So it is the National Housing Trust should be sending out notices to come for your thing. Or when you go enough, you apply for it. You just know say it a wait upon you expectantly.
That's true. It's subject to abuse. But let's watch it and see how it turn up, no?
I don't think we should watch it. Do something about it.
Well, yes, it's Michael Manley baby, so which is why Mark Golding is
I know so much Michael Manley baby, I think he was more the midwife.
Jerry.
No. A lot of times and a lot of people get credit for things where it wasn't them original idea, but them did an even greater job. They make sure that it was delivered safe.
Yes.
So them do have to claim paternity for it.
So true.
Siaga, well, paternity claim for Siaga, Norman Manley, this, that, and that. Even Jamaica welfare. It's not Norman Manley idea. Jamaica welfare was Norman Manley idea,
We have NIS was Siaga, NIS and Heart. Jamaica welfare. That normally credited to Norman Manley.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way the world. That's how the politics run.
No, that's how it run. But how truth run, truth usually makes some corrections and clarifications. So that's why it was said and being recognized in various terms. For instance, in the French Revolution, that the press is the fourth estate looking out and keeping an eye on the other three estate. So although politics run that tricky way there, we use programs like these to trash out misconceptions about sports where other people take for granted about say it wasn't so. Like it wasn't Lord Kitchener did sing cricket, lovely cricket. But him did help write it and all them kind of way there. And all kind of different things.
That's so true. That's true. It really helps to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah, man.
And to clarify things. So continue good work, Jerry.
All the best, yes, huh?
Cool.
All right. Have any more? All right. The numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508, and 279-8473, 279-8473. I'm going to see if we can play out the music, But it not seem so because the next phone call coming. But one time we go play out the music. You are no good. Jackie open. Let's go. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How go on?
They are in a Babylon. I watch the program,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. As me that said before I get cut off.
Yeah.
I listen to, the new party, the newly formed party.
Yeah.
And the Cabo program yesterday with, the leader of that party.
Yeah.
And I just want to encourage Jamaicans, to be very careful. You understand? Because we have been misled by, PMP and JLP for how much years?
Yeah.
Almost 70 years, you understand?
Yeah.
And even though most of the things I hear them say, including, the land thing where you just asking about.
Yeah.
And him, it sound good, and all of that. However, we know when time people get in power and them have to answer to the colonial masters that PMP and JLP them has been, going a secret meeting and sign documents and sell way out, basically, make it simple. I hope them not intend to sell us out, just like how the PNP and JLP sell us out.
I don't care. I don't care if they intend to sell us out. What I do is to be a watchman and for us to be watch people on the watch. We learn more and more about the workings of things and the history of things so that whether anybody intends to sell us out or not, we can detect and discern these things quite reliably. And even though they, Mr. Winston Wright, gave an answer a while ago, it is clear to me that they have not really thought about these things very much. But that is what happens when you find groups of people. Them usually have priorities that not going to be the same as your priorities, but it's your duty now to insist that the things that you perceive to be a priority get dealt with urgently and as priority. And there are certain basic things in a nation building that you know say is priority. Just like how you know say health, security and safety of the people, and food and education, all of them things there is priority thing. Matter of fact, most of them things they become essential services. So it is we have to insist on certain thing. But as I said, I'm waiting to go into power. That is one of the things we have to go. We're going correct with these politicians in Jamaica, no matter where them come from. You're not in no damn blasted power. You're in authority. You're in authority while being part of the public service. You get authorized to do things on behalf of the public for a specified period of time. Not indefinitely. You know?
Straight. You know, Jerry, my observation of the politics that has been replicated all over the world, you know, them usually have 2 or sub-party, you know, afterwards, you know,
usually
3 and 4 might come up.
Yeah.
But it's like them replicate it because them say it work for them and not for the mass.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I know, based off of my local observation, say most of the people's eyes have been opened up, you know, contrary to when most people believe that, you know, Jamaican people know what going on. We know what going on.
Yes, of course.
You understand?
Yeah.
And I just want to thank you, Cabo, and the thousands of Jamaicans who are trying to make it better for the youths, the future. Because, you know, we are here for a short time, you understand? But we have to leave a legacy and make the youths be proud that we say, boy, we stand up and we're a freedom fighter.
Yeah.
Like Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah, man.
And you name them Marcus Garvey. You understand? And some of these leaders that them have up a hero circle. Them grave need to dig up and go put in a them family plot. They are no heroes, some of them. You understand? Especially one of the politicians them put up.
I wouldn't bother dig up them grave. I could have planted some crop and make them mulch it.
Makes sense. Yeah, man, and this current leader of Jamaica, I mean, I never see him come like Trudeau in a Canada.
Yeah.
They are very narcissistic, whatever the word they want.
Yeah. They might look upon themselves most of the time.
Yeah, man, I tell you, him so tricky. But Jamaica no fool. It's just like other lion they bite. That person that who always a trouble lion.
Yeah, him no bite him. The lion no bite the man, you know.
Yeah.
The lion close him mouth.
Exactly. Jamaican people have to close their mouth one day.
Yes, sir. Watch out. Them say we don't talk too much. Well, watch out if we decide to close them mouth.
All right. Look more.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Truly. Yeah, the numbers again. 619-1508, 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's hear from Jackie Opel if we may. No good. No damn good.
no good. You're no good. You ain't no good. No good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good. You try your best to try to cause me strife. And I don't like no man who's messing around my life. You're no good. You're no good. You ain't no good. You hear what I say? You no good. Man, you hear what I say?
All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Where Jerry?
Go on.
What me I see you know?
Yeah.
All right, listen me. I'm modern time now. Jamaica modern time now. And when ship come up, Palmo dear, the world's third largest ship. The world's third largest ship come up, Palmo dear, and little damage going down there.
What going down there?
I can damage when you ship a dock, some can miss up going down there. And the company, I believe the ship company pay for it. The miss up. But what I'm getting at, a modern time now, and almost 100 years ago, man can ship 7 miles come. And them the days are 100 years ago. The biggest ship in Port Antonio, when we were about 17, they come with banana, in them gold feet. They come for a banana truck on the seat. And that's the biggest cargo ship that. Gold feet, and it's about 1.5 miles long. And man carry ship come at 7 miles long.
Hold on. When man carry ship come at 7 miles long?
The man when take the money from Jamaican culture and say mobile ship. How long is it?
No, talk slow. When a ship came here 7 miles long?
The man tell the people say mobile ship long.
No, you're talking too fast. Calm down. What year did a ship come here 7 miles long?
I never say come here 7 miles long. Listen. Don't take me out of context and misquote me. When people promise people, say go buy ship 7 miles long.
Who promised people them going buy ship 7 miles long?
Marcus Garvey.
What year did he make that promise?
Before you go foreign.
Before him run away.
Yeah.
And Marcus Garvey ran away gone foreign.
To 1916 or something.
Marcus Garvey ran away for foreign.
To America.
That's two lies you tell for Marcus Garvey.
You know, what you go foreign? When you go foreign, 1916, World War, they are going, you know, so nothing come. World War 16, me no born, but me daddy born. I'm a man you Irving Harris. Me can't read good. Him tell me little bit and me used to carry mango for my workplace.
No, Mango and Mr. Thomas not coming. All them things they're relevant. Two lies you tell for Marcus Garvey. Anything else you have to say? More?
No, Damien was starting yesterday. Me don't know which part of what's somewhere down the country. Him say PMP have a vision. Of them bringing land lease. No, Jerry. No, Mr. Small. When you release a place, you have to leave it one day. Whenever time you lease a place, my brethren. Me couldn't be your father. Me just about 10 years senior you. So when you lease a place, you have to leave it one day, my brethren. When you buy a place, you can't leave it. You make a will for your picnic. And him say, PMP have the vision. 2000 highway 2000. You cross the water. Question, you answer now?
What is across the water?
The 2000 highway, you go cross the water. Highway 2000.
Go cross the water?
Yeah, but Portmore, so.
That a highway 2000? That a part of it?
Yeah, asking you.
I suppose so. Alright, me can say so. Yeah.
Alright. And a man bringing some investor. Build up a highway and you have to pay for lifetime to go house. Oh Lord, God have mercy upon we. A man bringing some investor and say build up a road here. Charge them so much a year. In lifetime to go the house. Father, forgive them, they know what to do.
Alright, tell me something now. You said that the golf feeder was 1.5 miles long.
No, I said golf feeder. I saw it by banana choker. And it wasn't 2 miles long, not even a mile and a half.
Alright. But you say a man promised to bring a ship here 7 miles long.
7 miles long, and the people.
What year Marcus Garvey promised that?
No, nobody may collect the money.
No, you're telling lie, Paul Marcus Garvey, but I getting to know you better.
Getting not a problem. It's me and Philip comes here.
Yes, but you're telling lie, Paul Marcus Garvey, saying promise to bring 7 mile ship. And then on the second lie, you tell upon him, say I'm running from Jamaica 1916.
So where you go? Please, correct me.
No, you never say go away, you say I'm run away.
I'm run away for them want him for this strike 2004, 1904.
Them want him for what?
This strike when carried on government country. Unnecessary strike.
Yes, and 1904. Hold on there. 1904, Marcus Garvey was 17-year-old.
17 or 19 when you call the strike, yeah.
17-year-old, and he said him call a strike.
Government country, but
him call a strike and he was wanted for that at 17-year-old.
Yeah, but hold on.
That's a third line now you tell about Marcus Garvey.
I gave you the cleaner right from the burn, I know.
What?
The cleaner that I read it out there.
I don't care whether it's on your veranda or if it's in the toilet or whether it's used already in the toilet or it's still clean.
And you tell me, say you print you over and give me a copy. I know, give me. You see, I'm going to tell you, when people know something, you want to know more of them, try to squeeze them down. I gave you Mr. Small, the cleaner, you say, go make some copy and bring for me. Did you bring it to me, please, sir?
Also, you tell 3 lie for Marcus Garvey. So you bring on a next different thing now. You draw one red herring.
Let me show you the paper. You know, the paper where it is a book up.
Yeah.
The Christian is a book up and you say you're going to make a copy and give me.
So you say Marcus Garvey was wanted. Why him run away from Jamaica?
In call on strike.
Yes, him was wanted though. He was in trouble.
Wanted by law, but where were you for?
Him run away. Him run away because him call a strike 1904.
Yes.
When he was 17-year-old.
Me not care about it. They give me a job, they want to work in here.
Oh.
Government printry.
Government printry.
Huh?
Marcus Garvey was working at government printry.
Yeah, my son go work. My Indian friend in Cali said it to my work there. And the reason why every Thursday morning and Friday morning, they might dig up your pocket with money. Me say, you work, you not buy food, you not pay water, you light bill and charge, pay about pay. Show and talk, yeah. Take the talk. If you can't drive it, me sell it. And 3 months after, make it license and give it. The son was working there. I can't find your wife. Them make love.
Well, I don't know what Marcus Garvey do.
None at all.
Eh?
Nothing.
Or him not, when do him kill your white folk? Him cook your white folk?
No, when him get next, me born 37, 38, 39, 40. Him then get 1940. When me a 3, but me smart and me name is Irvin. I read the paper and talk about Garvey. So I say, oh, you know, Mr. Irvin? He said that 3 years ago. I said, oh, it's before me born. That's look after me born. Look before me born, sorry. So I have to come here and tell you about it. And whenever I tell me the same thing, when you come a man tell me, he work at grazing sugar estate, you will crop. And when crop done, you go to the estate, go to the work to get something that you have in your mouth, the money when you work, you will crop. You can't buy food, find food money with you, man. And 2 pounds and 3 pounds.
All right.
Anything more?
No, that's enough. Me get enough. That will hold me.
Didn't I give you a piece of paper here and say you give me some copy?
Piece of paper?
Yeah, when you come here for your book, your last book. And when you say backside comes out, you get this. Am I telling you a lie?
Hey, you give me one whole newspaper, yes?
All right, when copy did you give me back any? Me say, all right, post it for me. Post my copy them. Me have to show you.
No, man, may I bring it back, come here.
You bring it back, make some copy for me, your friend them.
Yes.
Yeah, me don't want it back.
You don't want it back?
Share it between me and your friend them.
All right.
And I'm right to you. Thank you, have a good year.
All right, thank you very much. Yeah, with the numbers again. Your next call, good afternoon and welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Small, Wagwan.
Wagwan, man.
Yeah, me want to show you something where the Parliament of Jamaica do every time. But you know, most of the people really understand how the opposition and the ruling government treat the people them. For example, you have the senators and you have the lower house, which is the representative of the parliament, right?
Yeah. MP.
Yeah, the MP them. All right. You know what say? I'm sure the PNP and the DNP are trick the people because they know say most of the people in the country don't really understand the political thing because we're not reading it. So, all right. For example, Andrew come with a bill and you hear Mark Gold in the parliament that say, no, this is wrong, we can't do this and with that. Andrew have more than 2/3 majority in the lower house so he can get through this. But when it comes to the upper house now, which is the Senate, you see?
Yeah.
He can't get through none unless two of the senator from the PNP, like Lambert Brown, Damian Craft, two of them have vote from the
No,
PNP
not two, one.
One, 13-8, yeah. One of them have to vote from the PNP side to go through.
No, on the government side,
Yes. So the PNP them always of course, we not do this and we not do that, and guess what? Then don't tell you say one of them always have vote to support a JLP I do. Yeah, then how the bill will go through? We can't pass through the Senate without one of the PNP them vote for it, say yes, we agree now.
Yes.
You didn't know that?
Yes. One time I think a bunting vote to them.
Yes, so the PNP are fool the people are going like, no, we don't support that, and they don't support that, but secretly they vote for the Andrew Pass, all and things them.
Not all.
Most of them, yes. So you see the trick where both PNP and the JLP have. Then just cause divide.
No, is it two? Listen. Is it two of them sit down and agree to that the Constitution about the 13 and 8, you know?
Yeah, man.
And them sit down and agree to that, you know? England coach them and them agree to it and England let them go.
So, me just want people to know, say, and then here PNP are cuss, but that not fi pass and that not fi pass. Them help pass it through the Senate too, because without them it can't come through.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
But then just cause we divide, for fool,
Yeah.
Make it look like they not agree.
Right.
Yeah, but TVJ and CVM now tell us, say, Damian Crawford is the senator that vote for the state of emergency to pass because without the PNP vote, it could never come true.
Yeah.
Them not tell you that, you know.
And Damian Crawford already just use him name?
No, me just use his name as an example because one of the PNP senator have to vote for the bill to pass.
I know. Yeah, man, to get 1/3, to get 2/3.
Yeah. To get 2/3, yes.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Man.
A similar thing I go on in America, you know, Senate, you know. Similar thing. Yeah, similar thing. Make them can maintain certain law and can pass other law.
Mm-hmm. So the politics in Jamaica is like a game. They just play the
It's a game, but look here. It's not too hard for me, you understand? And it's not too hard for me and you learn how to work around it and against it and overthrow it.
Yeah, cause that's my aim, I want to get rid of them because they don't mean we know good. I don't believe, say, as a youth, I don't believe, say, based on me, say, I shape my Manley hand already when I look at youth.
What hear that?
Me born in the 80s.
You're not sure when you're born?
80s.
You're not sure when you're born?
No, man, I 80s me born, and one day, me a little youth, but me that 5 or 6 year old, Michael Manley, that come through the place and me shake his hand.
Which part that?
In Manchester.
Which part of Manchester?
In the constituency, Northwest Manchester.
Oh, that up to Christian away?
No, that's a northeast. Christian away a northeast, but a near to northeast up in that area there.
Northwest, that a mile gully way?
Yeah, you have my gully, you have start from Bill, where that's the name? Pertree region come right down.
Yeah, man, Lincoln and them places.
Yes. Yes. So
So he must passing through there.
Yes, Michael Manley. You see Michael Manley?
Yeah.
At the last Prime Minister, me see a Jamaica with the KFE people them. PJ, all of the rest of them come is just for themselves and money.
Hey, so Portia not still like Michael Manley.
Well, mother say.
Or a face card.
No, Portia did have good intention, but they never respect her. Man like Peter Phillips and most of them run. When him KD Knight and them man, they never to rate Portia. So
no, but afterward, all KD Knight, man Portia link up cool enough. After she set up a man, after them set up a man, for box KD Knight on one platform and that.
Yeah, man.
Discipline him, okay? Because him running mouth on her.
Yeah, but Portia was a good woman in her terms. I say she kind of had a little KFE people them, but most of the politicians them not really care about nobody. I just money and foreign, how them can sell off Jamaica. You know?
Portia says she love the Queen and she's a lovely woman.
No man, me I tell you something about Portia. Because me not PNP still now.
Yeah.
He's not a PNP. I'm going to tell you something. When Portia was, if you remember in our inauguration speech, when Portia said, I want to be the Queen of Jamaica, and you never sure something happened. After she made that speech there, you remember the Prince brother will fly down a couple months later when you hear that speech?
Yeah.
And him Usain Bolt lit up park in the up park and shoot and him and Usain Bolt around, remember?
Yeah, Usain farm like him or race him.
Yes, alright, you see, then here Portia go say, yo, she wants to be the queen and them fly down and find that portion of my speech again because they silence her.
Yeah.
Yes, man.
Yeah, she said, why not have a queen of Jamaica?
Yes, yes.
I want to tell you. Portia go to Ethiopia one time, in 2010. And when she come back to Jamaica, she don't make no statement about Ethiopia and all them things, And 2010, them have a Rasta conference up at the university. And the last day of the conference, them say Portia come at the conference. And the night before, the day before the last day, the organizer of the conference organized and said the whole away to sit down now as Rasta and find and we come to some decision about, like what I say, 1 dozen or 10 questions where we're going to ask her. Because we want to find out from her where we're going when she go to Ethiopia. And we sit down the night till almost 10 o'clock the night, 10 o'clock the night to sit down and formulate one question we're going to ask her. And you see the next day when she come?
Yeah.
The organizer for the conference come and announce say, the Prime Minister said, we don't ask her no question and we're going to go agree with it and do ask her no question. The organizer announced that,
Yeah, man.
And when she come, hear the speech that she make. She would like if the Rasta could declare her to be Empress.
Okay.
You hear me tell you, sir?
Yeah, man, me hear you say she want to be the Empress for the Rasta them.
Yeah, she want Rasta declare. That time she had play with the idea for Dash a Queen, but she want something to replace it. So she want Rasta declare her as Empress. And the same way PJ Patterson go suggest up, say, he might go Dash a Queen, but he might bring in a new title named Most Honorable.
Yeah, man.
And then bring it in and trick everybody and trick the whole island. Cause about 2 weeks ago we find out that him never give up him seating at the Privy Council. All of them shape like him a get up.
That's true, man. Say, right now, Andrew, before me go, I plan to trick the people them at Jamaica again with that say him left the Queen. But guess what I plan to do? I plan to replace the Governor General with a ceremonial president with the same constitution. We keep the Queen as head of Jamaica, head of the land, head of the government, head of everything.
Yeah.
You see? And then we won't be able to vote for a president. We will only be able to vote for the same PNP and the same JP. That's a trick what them are come with.
Not only that, I believe, you know, all of this big celebration we are going. One of the main thing in the celebration we are going. Them a plan to celebrate Wholeness 50th birthday. That's one of the biggest thing we have plan. But
yes, and them a plan to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's 60th Jubilee.
No, 70.
Yes, 70 Jubilee, or Diamond Jubilee ruling over us.
No, yes.
You know?
Yes, but remember me tell you about Wholeness 50th birthday.
Oh, that's a part of it too.
That's the biggest part. Thank you very much. Yes, sir.
Ah, cool, yeah.
We have any more call? Any more? All right, the numbers are 619-1508. 619-1508 and 279-8473. 279-8473. Let's get back to Jackie Opel because now we can't get to go more halfway.
No use of you coming on your bending knees. You've done me wrong, and I can hear your plea. You're no good. You're no good. You ain't no good. No good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good. You try your best to try to cause me strife. And I don't like no man who's messing around my life. You're no good. You're no good. You ain't no good. You hear what I say? You no good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good. There comes a time when you must cry, but you never miss the water until the well runs dry. No use of you coming on your bending knees. You've done me wrong, and I can never hear your plea. You're no good. You ain't no good. Man, you ain't no good. You're no good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the program.
Make you never go and play some of the music, man.
You want me to go and play it?
Go and play some man.
You're no good. You're no good. You ain't no good at all. You're no good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good. Man, you hear what I say? You're no good. No good.
All right. Yes, I am. Wagwan.
Yeah, man, give thanks and praise to brethren. How are you?
Wagwan.
Come down, brethren, giving thanks as usual, taking it a day at a time. You know that style, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big up Jamaica set speed. By the way, how your family, man?
I'm good. And not them the music boat.
No, man, a Babylon, and the Babylon.
No, damn good.
Yeah, man, big up the I family and big up Jamaica. Big up the I and the I family.
Said
and
speed.
Big up Jamaica, both locally, internationally. You know that style, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, give thanks, my brother. Yes, Jerry. Yeah, I come now. Some international affairs I can come about, you know?
Yeah.
There was this journalist who worked at Algeria. Don't know if I can pronounce her name properly. She named Shireen Abul Atlia. A-L-E-H. The journalist that was killed.
Oh, she work for what name? What name? What that channel name again?
Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera.
Yes, man. Yes.
Yeah.
And she's a Palestinian, Palestinian.
Yeah.
But she is an American citizen.
Yeah.
You know. But she always speak on behalf of the Palestine. Because hey, I shall go on down there, you know.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
You know, because you see, when them shoot the lady, brethren.
Yeah.
Within the vicinity, there was a Palestinian gunman with a create havoc and thing. But when them show the overhead thing now of where that gunman was and where the armed force of Israel was, the gunman bullet I forgot to a portion of building before it could have reached where she was.
Yeah.
Where we know where the Israel army was, they had a straight and clear path.
Yeah.
To where she was. And up till now, Israel don't even launch an official investigation.
Official what?
Investigation.
Yes.
As to what really happened. You know, see it. But anyway, at her funeral, my brethren, I don't know if it's a custom of the Palestinians to really carry them coffin. They're not putting a car and all them things.
No, man, them carry the body.
Yes, yes.
We just like a sheet over it.
Yes, And while doing so, the police force from Israel rushed the people them in a bar.
Wow.
To the point where the coffin almost dropped, you know. I'm observing that to myself, but you know understand that. They know a funeral are going on. And people might do them funeral and I bury them dead. Then why you really are going to attack the people? You know them really?
Yeah, man.
But anyway, I'm not surprised because I'm not them have them things are going between them. But yeah, this now, you know, say Israel. All right, Palestine, capital of Jerusalem.
Yeah.
Israel now want to declare now, say Jerusalem now film capital.
Yeah.
And that is what pose a big problem down there, so.
Yeah.
Right? To the point now that you have this group and now we name the ultra nationalist religious Jewish groups.
Yeah.
A set of Israelis. And May the 29th, if I get that correctly, I think I saw the 29th. Every year, them go down there and have a flag display and all them things there.
Yeah.
I know what them do. Them go down there and occupy the place and just humble themselves, you know. Them taunt the people them with enough racist slurs.
Not only that, them march going to the mosque and all of the Palestinian religious building.
And I forget to say it too. Just by raising the Palestinian flag, police attack. Israeli police attack the people them for that. But yes, still these people were allowed to raise them flag.
I trump them, man.
Listen, my man, with all of the Israel are going with down there, my veteran, America and the West keep on supporting these people, you know.
Then who you believe I support the fight in Ethiopia?
They're not the same people, them. The same people, them, brethren.
You know, so them launch attack on the Rasta headquarters at Shashamane.
Yes, I heard about that.
And use bulldoze and lick down all the tabernacle.
Oh my God.
You know that?
I heard about it.
Is a mass killing them or bring off them?
Oh.
Them kill couple Rasta elder and the couple years ago, about 2 or 3, you know.
Yes.
But them want provoke a mass thing, you know.
A what?
A mass, them want promote a mass killing in Shashamane. You think I joke?
No, man, I don't.
Why you think them a provoke the people?
Oh,
I only pray to the school where they are Shashamane, where Poggy and Valerie and Sister Bonnie and the rest of them build up. I only pray that them not bring off none of the American style thing at the school there.
So true, my brother, so true. So, you know, I'm going to show you how things kind of unfair, you know, because when you look at the war now in Ukraine, you know, and things, they make it look like, say, You know, them are this faint, you know, we want Ukraine and all them things, way. But when you look what's going on in Israel now, how comes you want to help the man there, but at the same time you allow a state like Israel to terrorize the people in Palestine?
I remember, you know, them invite the Ethiopian Jew them to come there, you know.
Yes.
And when them come to buy the thousands, what them do?
The racism reach them in the man.
No, what them do? What them do physically?
Abuse them.
Them sterilize most of woman.
Yeah, but me hear that too. But and the funny part is that them go Ethiopia for the people them know about.
Why you think them do that?
Tell me.
Them Ethiopian have more ancient claim and more authentic claim to be Jew than them, you know.
The Falashan.
Yes. So what you think them do? Them saying you're ancient and you're more authentic than we. Come into my parlor. And when the Ethiopian go over there, and when them have a proper amount now, because the whole of the Ethiopian Falasha population, they don't want to bring them now. When them have them, they know. Them start sterilize woman them. That for kill out the whole of that. Just like how you hear some conspiracy theory, which I don't completely disbelieve, but I don't follow them up too much. Say right now some guy a plan for cut the population of the earth by half. And you know which half them a plan to cut though?
Yeah man. Most that half, there can other half. See me I do my brethren. And to be honest with you, it not gonna work though. You pick me up?
What do you mean, man?
It not gonna work. You know, see, because we know them plan.
But are them same one that stir up civil war in Ethiopia?
Of course.
And now the civil war kind of cool off. So them started back then now down in Shashamane.
Yes. And remember, you know, Ethiopia was one of the fastest developing economies.
Yes.
And I mean, they're stumbling block. They want to put on that right now.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, but somehow we must overcome in our brethren.
You have to have that.
As the policy say, we will fight if necessary.
Yes, and also, up to yesterday, I have to remind a person, say, when Haile Selassie made that decision, they go leave Ethiopia in 1936. A tough decision, them there, you know.
Yeah, very.
But more time you have to take refuge.
Yes, of course. Yeah, man. You will fight someone away, we'll live to fight another day.
Yeah, man. Because he then back.
I mentioned on the program to you know, His Majesty did also want back it even want arms.
Yeah.
To go back to him place.
Yeah, man.
Him alone can't do it, and him can't do it without arms.
No.
So he must be wise within his movement. And you see, him did go back to take him place.
Yeah, man.
Not true.
And all when him go back down there. Same like what the Israeli do with the Falasha. When him go back down there, England get themselves out of trouble. When them half of His Majesty say, we go arms you up and send you back down in Ethiopia. Because the Italian and the German did come invade England on the ground, you know. Come in England, come occupy England, you know.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why them said to His Majesty, go down to Ethiopia, go divert them. And when His Majesty go down to Ethiopia and rally up the over forces, the whole war turn around, you know. That's where the fascists start get turned around back, you know. That was the beginning of the end of the fascists, you know.
Okay.
The turn around in the fortunes of the war and the fortunes of England and the Allies is when them decide to back His Majesty. Go back in Ethiopia in 1941. And that was the first major victory of the World War for the Allied. Ethiopia being liberated back. And you see, after them liberate back Ethiopia 41, His Majesty have to go to Roosevelt 42, you know, and say, say England have planned to come take over my country. You know, England have planned to take over Ethiopia.
Yes.
Yes, man, them try it. Them come back in, they say them help him come back on him throne. And when done now, them set up government in there, His Majesty have to say, you set up office. And you set up and give out command all over Ethiopia, 1 hour for done and 1 hour road to close. What you do? And I have to go to Roosevelt, you know, and turn America up England, you know, divide them and for rule them, you know.
Yes. 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 Boy, man, I tell you about this, man.
So the same thing now when you say England I use Jamaica government against the rest of the Caribbean people them and for control the Commonwealth back for England. England, what do you think this Commonwealth thing is about? England draw out of Europe, you know. Remember say England, the same Boris Johnson and them there. And them draw out of Europe, you know.
That is true.
And once them draw out of Europe now, them do have that economic community to help bolster up them economy. So them decide now for build back the Commonwealth as a main prey. You know, it's a parasite look a big body. But then can suck the blood out of it all 20 years. So, no, that's why them a build the Commonwealth, you know, to replace the European community.
And the thing is that too, Jamaica, according to the Prime Minister and his colleagues, say that they're on their way out of the rule of the Queen. But
no. Not them out from under her. Them say them a come from under our bottom. Under the privy. But them are going our bosom now. In other words, you don't understand?
Yeah, man, I pick you up, man.
Them used to be the toilet. Them used to be the toilet maid, you know. But now them are turn the chambermaid. Chambermaid stay in the room, the bedroom in the night, you know. And bring the chimney. For a night time, you know, and get up and go no far toilet, you know. That's what chimney is about. Then you know when we are you to have chimney. What chimney for?
Yeah, man, that's enough for a bathroom, man.
No, that you don't. Daytime you go at a toilet. And a bathroom, and a bed, them a go bed. At the throne. Daytime, at the daytime throne, that, you know.
True.
The privy. The outside toilet is a throne, you know.
Yes.
But at night time, when you know want to go up on the throne, you know. You have your chimney where they're nearby. And you have your chambermaid.
Chamber rule. Yeah,
where go for the. What you say?
The chamber run things at night.
I think it's a pay-per-view. Because all pay-per-view can go on, you know. So the chimney is a nearby, is a personal service.
That is true.
And if them are doing any solid waste, the chimney is mostly for urinate, you know.
Yes.
But if it come to test, them will put on solid waste in it, you know. But it have to carry out same time.
Of course.
That can't push back on the bed.
No.
So I come in at that now, on wellness now. So them a get promotion, you know. If you can overturn some of the people in the Commonwealth Secretariat, and if you can start influence some of the people in the Commonwealth, a small country, them, you're playing a bigger role for the Commonwealth to promote you.
Yes, of course.
And when drop off ahead, you will get the crumbs. You have first choice off of the crumbs.
Yes.
So you is your honorary white, like how they used to assign certain black people and some Indian and some other people in South Africa say, okay, you're honorary white.
Yes, honorary white. Yes, that's true.
All the passports are white, you know.
Yeah, man. They're not so white. If not so white, it means you don't have access to the country.
Yeah.
Where you're reading.
The Portuguese they teach them that, you know. Portuguese used to accept black people in Portugal as them citizens, you know. If you behave extra good, them say you is a assimilado. That means you are assimilated into Portugal and get status as a white Portuguese, even though them know say you're black. But the way you behave.
Yes.
The Portuguese and the French, more than anybody in Europe, assimilate non-white people, you know.
Yes.
And give them equal status and citizenship in them country. Because them kind of little more sophisticated than their brain say. This is even a bigger form of control. You know?
Yes. Yes. And the Portuguese too, you know, is them responsible for so much black people in Brazil, you know.
You know that?
Like, Brazil have the most black people
outside Africa. 60 million.
Yes.
And at them under pressure, out to lately, them start kill off, police are kill them off, nothing. Open, you know.
Yes, yes. Then them kill off the word in Argentina.
Yeah, man. All whole millions of black people, they are Mexico and most people don't know, you know. Them hide way.
America and a whole. Because the whole continent of America are that.
Yeah, them hide.
America really are the continent, you know.
Yeah, man, America.
Yeah. Because a Mexican is an American, you know.
Them American before.
It's American. Because the continent really name America, you know.
Yeah, that's why them call the white man gringo.
Mm-hmm.
Cause them are the American and the white one of the, cause the Portuguese and them they mix. Even Portugal and Spain, Southern Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Them more mixed than Northern Europe, you know.
Yes.
And them dark and them assimilate all of the Mediterranean culture through North African and the Arab, them all kind of different things. But we have to step here, so thanks for the call here, sir.
Give thanks and praise, my brother, and just keep the aim and the goal set speed.
All right, cool, man.
Respect.
Have any more call? Have? Good afternoon, welcome.
Yes, Jerry.
Wagwan.
I mean, I take you in the history lesson from a call.
Yeah, man, Wagwan.
But normally I'm married if I stay so long.
Oh, yes, we should, but I shouldn't,
Yeah, but you know the thing, though, I love your advice, I love people when you're not attack, you know.
Yeah,
anyway,
man.
my brother.
Yeah.
You know, it's very, very, very interesting what is happening in the world right now, you know, brother.
Yes, that's true, man.
Especially, you know, the revolution where you see imminent.
Yes.
You understand? Right across the world.
Yes.
And, you know, we know them have plans to take away one half.
Yes.
But them have a next guest going because I know Jah now go make the righteous forsaken.
Yes, our
you
seed.
Understand?
Our seed begging bread forever.
Not at all. Jerry, me da watch something, especially the Aberdeen, Australian blacks them.
Yeah, Aborigine.
And see how them treat them.
Yes.
It's just like how our government treat this apartheid education, this apartheid housing.
Yeah, man.
I mean, it is so obvious.
Yeah, man.
But because somehow we get a little crumbs and we think the bread we get,
yeah,
them continue to fool some of us. But I think most of us don't realize the power we have, because if we never have, if we do realize it, brother, it will stop in less than a year. Believe you me. But we know everything takes time, and one thing by listening to you over the years, I learn to be patient and learn to educate myself and try to, you know, teach each one when we come across with certain knowledge. You understand? Because each one teach one. I'm learn a lot from you, my brother. And just keep up the good work, yeah?
In the meantime, we have things to do in the meantime.
Definitely. You know, one more thing.
Yeah.
You think the alcohol idea I have, because I realize how most of the African countries, them, how they're rich in resource and, you know, the people them in terms of the knowledge of the people them, etc., and land. I wonder if 10 African leaders decide, say, you know, them have a call back the diaspora them back home.
Yeah.
If we could have overthrow the wickedness we are going with black people all over the world, whether in Europe or in Asia or America.
Of course, the reversal possible, but as you know how it go with board game where you people on board like chess and bingo and them thing. And you know how it go with board games are a reflection of game of war where we fight pan land, you know. You know, say it all depends upon that vital combination. You say, yes, maybe 10 African leader, but which 10 or at which time? Because you have to wait till several of them same time in authority and upon the same page, you know, and frequent, you know. So it take a time for you have that whole so-called coincidence when 10 of them scattered all about.
Because when we see Ghanaian and Kwame Nkrumah.
Yeah.
I'm read about Jerry Rawlings and them people, you know, in terms of them ideas and so on. May I say if we can replicate certain things with them man do, especially our great leader Marcus Messiah Garvey.
Yeah.
Same ideas them. If we can, you know, implement certain
things. You up now?
Yeah.
Many reversal take place, like all South Africa they look so promising. And yet 90 when Mandela come out of prison by 4 year time he win the presidency. and him hold the presidency one term. By 94, when him hold the presidency, 95, 96, we start get some hold up a disappointment. You know. Mandela make some hold up a compromise with them. The ANC make compromise, all kind of setback till right now the white people take a set of South Africa more than ever before. But at the same time, we so disappointed in Africa with Mandela and various other countries looking like they might go back way. At the same time, we here playing around talking, say, we no business with political action and we are wait for same mile ship come carry here. Meanwhile, we're supposed to take control of them places. You know?
Makes sense.
I look outside and I wait for other people make right move when some obvious move. And one of the main reasons why we not make them move is because it takes so much work and because it means that you have to risk your life. That's one of them reasons.
Yeah,
most of the educated black people afraid to come on the side of the masses.
Yeah, I think the reason why them afraid to, because them end up compromise by taking certain offers and getting certain deal from these people.
Yeah, soft life, easy life. Them start experience easy life.
Yeah, definitely.
Till half of our children now speak with American accent.
Definitely.
Even when not traveling, half of the more educated than the uptown children who get all schooling. Them not speak with Jamaican accent much enough.
Not at all.
But anyway.
Yeah, man. I don't want to stay too long because I'm not married. I'm out of mind she call right now so I can hear her voice. Look more.
Thank you very much, yes, sir.
That's that.
Yes, I am, boy, I tell you. One more call. Good afternoon, welcome.
Indeed, Brother Jerry.
Well, go on.
You know what you draw me out today?
No, see, your Maria come then. Or up and talk where you talk.
You understand? I hear you mention something to the second to last call. I know. I said me have to bring that current piece of information to you right away.
What that?
Can you mention something about Brazil and how black people treated over there?
Yeah.
Well, I gather, Jerry, that Brazilians have responded with outrage to the death of a mentally ill black man who was bundled in the back of a police car by officers who then released a gas grenade inside the vehicle. Yeah, man, the man named Santos, 38-year-old, he was stopped by Federal Highway Police officers in the city. On Wednesday, video footage of the incident showed two officers in helmets holding the car boot closed on his crashing leg, as the story said.
Holding it closed and them hold it down.
Indeed, as clouds of gas billowed out of the vehicle.
Mighty God.
They are going to kill the guy, and onlookers shouted as the man's legs go still.
Yes.
An autopsy report confirmed on Thursday that Santos had died of asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation. That is strangling. Lack of oxygen. Not just lack. Deprivation of air.
Indeed. His death came 2 years to the day that George Floyd was killed in Minneapolis, USA. Why, Jerry, I tell you. Yard and abroad.
I tell you.
Terrible, but the outrage that the people are showing
is
of course.
Is of course, man.
Finally, Jerry, before I go on the local scene in Jamaica here, I gather that for the first time in Jamaica judicial history, the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution will be appealing a case today, just a few months after the office was given the right of Appellate Jurisdiction Amendment Act was passed. So this afternoon, I gather in the court in Kingston, the DPP will be appealing a case. I gather that the case is a murder case in which the accused actually pled guilty. If I recall correctly, I think he was given 20-something years.
Yeah.
But it would have boiled down to about 12 years, you know?
Yeah.
And the DPP, the office, see it fitting to appeal this case.
All right, so so for the first time, because anytime people lose case, anytime an accused lose cases, usually them appeal. But recently now, Jamaica government pass a law that when the Crown, the government lose a case, them can appeal. Because remember, the government couldn't appeal case one time now.
Indeed.
Tomorrow we'll talk about it when we have more time, but thank you very much, yes, sir.
Indeed.
Next call. Good afternoon. Welcome.
Jerry,
Welcome.
I'm just back. This is very important, and cause it's really related to Mr. Coombs.
Yeah.
Goodly gentleman out of Hagley Park Road.
Yes.
Born the same year as my mother, 1937.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Corbett just spoke of a 38-year-old man. So in 1975, Mr. Coombs would have been 38.
Oh, yeah, sir.
In that year, a song came out from Fred Locks, 7 Miles, Black Star Line.
Yes.
Actually, what you speak of is a fleet of ships
Of course.
stretching for 7 miles.
Of course.
Not one single dege ship
Yes.
with 7 miles long.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know where Mr. Coombs' misunderstanding come from. No, at no point we profess that no one ship was 7 miles long.
But Coombs have a vendetta, you know. We just discovered it recently.
I hope it don't have anything to do with him being Indian and Marcus never really. Yeah, I hope it's not racial.
No, you up now. Over the last couple of years, somehow we make some criticism of Mahatma Gandhi.
Oh.
Coombs kind of get thin skin.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not a tit for tat, you know. So we don't want just like how you and Butter get back civilized, we don't want.
But Mr. Coombs is always well informed, you know, and as I said, him listen to elders, you know, him listen to people, you know, stories and things. Him have a lot of information. He's really a repository of good information. But yes, it's really a fleet of ships, man.
Yes, and him know. But I frightened when him tell Tree Life and Marcus in one sitting.
And even in the song, you know, Fred Locks distinctly say, I can see them coming. That are the ship them.
Yeah, they're the them.
And him says star line, you know, star liners, you know.
Yes, yeah, plural.
Right, so it's really a woolly ship. So that's just for Mr. Coombs.
Yes, man.
Cool.
Thank you very much. You have more? Good afternoon and welcome.
Wagwan, Mr. Small.
We think I'm married. Wagwan.
But there, man. Long time in a yell, man. So I call you and give a yell up, man.
True, man. A Cowan?
Nah, man, Paul,
yeah. I know Paul. I you me a think about, man. Yeah, man. Wagwan.
There, man. You know the cafe work or motor, you not even can get to use the phone, Mr. Small.
That good, man. When you have too much work, better than when you do have none.
Yeah. And you have to make use of the time when you get, you know?
That's true.
Now, have to make something better happen tomorrow. Sometimes you have to do something extra today, you know?
Yeah, you know, it's have a run.
Yeah. So you know, forward here we have to go and take back the farm and reap it out. So we have to do the manure and prune up and then things there, you know?
Yes, sir.
Like fertilizer gone a price, so we can't do think about it again, Mr. Small.
Boy, I tell you, can you imagine if food price I move them way, you can imagine fertilizer. I remember saying Ukraine and Russia are the headquarters of fertilizer in the world.
No, tell them Mr. Small, man. And remember for them things they are Satan, so you can't make people Satan and make it catch you too much, you know?
Good.
Yeah, when you see Satan, you have to stay far Satan. I remember say the fertilizer not too good neither.
Me know.
Overall, you know, Mr. Small.
Me know, man.
Look at the whole heap of chemical there, so that's why we have to big up Mr. Richard Sharp and Coffee Trader to make we get the manure the feed farm, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Small, man, and if you see how the farm them look now, Mr. Small is a beauty, man. I know me, everybody are right pan the take a right pan the jar, right pan the ship now, and I say, boy, this and that, and how much good things are going to happen to the coffee.
Yeah.
But one man, we see put in all of the input the feed farmer, them pan a level.
Yeah.
Yeah, one company, I know the best, Mr. Small, but one company, we really go so hard and try with them, Mr. Small.
Yeah.
So we do what the company they so respect. We still a look better out of it, you know, because I know the best as well we say, you know, but I thought we like everybody did for them on board too.
Little by little.
Yeah, so as we say little by little, we are going to fight the good fight still. Anytime we win, we not try to lose back nothing, you know?
All right.
Yeah, so what we can gain, Mr. Small.
Look here, call me tomorrow early because I have to do something here, but good to hear from you.
Yeah, man, Mr. Small, so big up yourself here, sir.
All right, thank you very much, yes, sir. Yes, go and leave out of the place, yeah. Run out, brother, grab a licious. Will and soul we have him. Little piece of El Pussycat also for the lion. Brother, grab a licious.
From the pen of Mango Santa Maria came this one, a monster hit of 1964. It's called Come On Everybody, Let's Do El Pussycat.